us up with Dave DeBetter. You know anything about him?
David DeBetter, real good ball player, David. Product of the Moncton junior system, underage junior, and real good stick. He and Lawrence Willing, the second hitter, are probably the most consistent players that Moncton have. Good young ball players.
Okay, the 1-1 pitch. Here it is by Scott Martin. Swing and a miss on a fastball. So he's ahead of Dave DeBetter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mike Speedy Fair is the home plate umpire, as we mentioned. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup by the left-hander, Scott Martin. And it's popped foul and down the left field line, way out of play, out into the street, bouncing around. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And the starting pitcher for St. John tonight, David, Scott Martin, is an underage junior, and he's just a dandy, a real workhorse, and throws the ball hard. Good, strong left-hander pitcher, and he's going to be a big addition to the St. John Alpines.
Okay, here's the pitch, and it's a fly ball hit deep to center, way back, going way back, and it is out of here! A home run straight away to center field by the leadoff hitter, Dave DeBetter. And a long drive. He hit a fastball right over the 360 sign, and that ball would get out of here in a hurry, Peter.
Yeah, he jumped on that, Dave. That was right down the heart of the plate, and as Scott will realize in this league, you make a mistake, they're gonna hurt you.
Mm-hmm. He hit a fastball, and so the Sean Crawford's coming over to tell Scott now it's only 1 run. Don't worry about it. We'll get back into it. Here's another left-handed batter, Lawrence Welling, coming up. And he's playing center field tonight. So it's strictly 1-0 for the Moncton Mudcats on that lead-off home run by Dave DeBetter. Here's the fastball up high. So a shocking beginning here for young Scott Martin. But here's the 1-ball pitch. And it's popped into left field. In comes Nick Power, and he puts it away for 1 out. So that's Nick Powers playing left field. We'll go over the defensively for the St. John Alpines. Mike King is the shortstop. Nick Powers in left field. Kevin Martin's at third. Colin Ring's the catcher. Brent McClellan's the DH. Alan Cantwell's the center fielder. Greg Arnold's playing second tonight. Sean Crawford at first. And Adam Powell is the right fielder. Now batting is the new player into the league. What do you know about him, Peter?
Well, Chris Gillis is is known around the province as a pretty steady softball player out of Salisbury. He was with the Mudcats about 3 years ago, and then went back to softball, and he's back again this year to give it another try.
Here's the windup and pitch by Martin. Curveball. Strike 1 call. Good breaking pitch by Scotty Martin.
Yeah, Scotty should do well against left-handed hitters. He throws a good breaking ball and throws off-speed pitches.
Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Good overhand fastball, so he's ahead of Chris Gillis. No balls and 2 strikes. Batting third, and he's playing third base for the Moncton Mudcats. 1-0. Moncton in the lead. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Outside with a fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the second game for the Alpines. They won their first the opener was on the road with a 6-5 victory up in Fredericton. It was a good one to watch. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. Good pitch by Martin. Good pitch there, Peter.
Nice pitch, David. And good call by Colin Ring, setting outside, then coming back inside. And that's what Scotty's going to have to rely on, is the experience of Colin Ring behind the plate, and let Colin call the game, and Scott just hit the spots.
Mm-hmm. So the left-handed batters keep coming up here for Moncton. This is Rob Livingston, first baseman, played senior ball for the Mudcats last year. Does some pitching. 2 out here now on the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch outside.
Yeah, Livingston is again, just out of junior ball. He played in the States for a couple of years, and he's back up here. And I don't think he's going to pitch much this year. I think he's some elbow problems.
Fastball swung and fouled. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He'll be playing a lot of first base. He's a good consistent stick. But again, I think Moncton's left-handed hitters are going to have trouble with left-handed Scott Martin.
Mm-hmm. So, 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up here. Here it is. And I believe he went. He's going to check. No, says Roy Nolan. He held back. 2 balls and 1 strike, I believe, is the count. Rob Livingston, the first baseman. Here's the windup by Martin. Curveball outside. So it's 31. 3 balls and 1 strike to the batter, Rob Livingston. 1-0 is the score for Moncton. We're just in the top of the first here at Memorial Field. Here's the windup and the pitch by Scotty Martin. Fastball lined in the left. Going back, and puts it away. Nice, got a good jump out there, the left fielder, Nick Power. What do we got in the top of the first inning there, Peter?
We have Moncton with 1 run, 1 hit, no one left on base, and no errors for St. John. Again, I think one of the things that are really going to help the Alpines this year are the 2 Power brothers in the outfield, David. They play great defensive baseball, and those both were kind of tricky fly balls hit out there that Nick had no problem with at all. Nick Power.
After half inning of play, Moncton Wildcats 1, the Alpines coming to bat.
Okay, so we'll see what St. John's, and tell us a little bit about the league. But just for filling in there for a minute, Peter.
Well, I think it's going to be a competitive league this year, David. Again, most of the clubs have some juniors graduating from the junior programs coming to senior. And I think, it's pretty well balanced. The 2 PEI teams should bring some new life into the league. The PEIers play good ball over there. And, a team out of Morel and a team out of Summerside. So it'll be real interesting when they hit town to see what they've brought. I guess Morel are carrying about 21 players. Again, they had a good summer games team last year, and a lot of those kids are playing with the Summerside organization. So I think it'll be a good balanced league.
Good. Yep. Okay, we'll see what the Alpines can do.
For tonight's game, behind home plate, Mike Carroll. On the bases, Bernie Desmond and Roy Nolan.
Okay,
For the Alpines,
here we go to the bottom of the first inning.
Mike King.
Mike King, this is the second or third year for senior ball, Peter?
This is 3rd year, David, and he's just 19 years old. So he's, and I think in the 3 years he's probably made 3 errors at shortstop. He's just a fine talent, and he can do the job for them.
Here's the pitch by Boudelier. It's up high. He's on the hill today. Trevor Boudelier, he's been around and played a lot of senior ball.
Yeah, he's a good experienced pitcher, David. He'll help them.
Dale Peterson's the catcher. Here's the pitch, up high. First baseman is Rob Livingston. Playing second base is Pat Godin. And the shortstop is, what do we got, Greg Hickok. Here's the pitch, up high. Third baseman is Greg Hickok. Left field is David Dieter. Center field, Lawrence Welling. And in right field is, what do we got for right fielder? Tommy O'Reilly, you're right. Here's the wind-up and pitch. Fastball in there. Third at full count now. Boudelier is fighting back here. He was behind 3-0. Now he's got a full count. Here's the 3-2 pitch by Boudelier. And it's popped up, and it's going to be foul. Way out of play, down the left field line into the clubhouse. So the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boudelier's been on this Moncton team for quite a few years, Peter.
Yes, he has, David. He, again, a junior that jumped up, I think, a year early, and he logged a lot of innings last year for Moncton, and they'll expect him to do the same this year.
Here's the 2 pitch is fouled away at the plate, so the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a real good time at bat for King. Run the count full, 2 foul balls. He's making Boudelier throw a lot of pitches, and that's what a leadoff hitter has to do.
Mm-hmm.
King will show a lot more patience this year with his being his 3rd year in the league.
Here's the wind-up and pitch by Trevor Boudelier. Ground ball back into left field between third and short. Good stick by Mike King. Went with the pitch.
Nice.
Didn't pull it outside pitch, and he drove it into left field for a clean single to left.
Nice piece of hitting by Michael King.
Now we have one of the new members coming on who was interviewed earlier, Nick Power, the left fielder, coming up.
Number 32, Nick Power.
Tell us a little bit about the Power boys. How are they going to help this team?
Well, the Power boys are just first-class individuals, great citizens, and Lord Beaverbrook Scholarship athletes at UNB, and I guess basically they play great defense and they have great speed, something the Alpines haven't had in about 5 years. With the 2 Powers and Cantwell, that's maybe one of the best outfields in St. John has ever seen. Okay,
here's the pitch. A little bit up high. 1 ball, no strike.
Nick, I think, has a little bit more power than Adam. But I think Adam has just a little bit more speed. So teams better watch them because they start to bunt and drag bunt. They're gonna go.
There's that drive into right field. Right fielder's going over and he puts it away. Riley got a good jump on that ball. Tried to hit it into the gap, but good spot there for Tommy O'Reilly. Got a good jump on that ball.
Ball hung up a little bit.
Now here comes the experienced Kevin Martin, jack of all trades, pitcher, third baseman, outfielder. Hit 2 long home runs in the first game and off to a good start.
Oh, yeah. Kevin's Kevin's just an all-round, if he's not the best player in the league, between him and Derek Wilson, they're 1-2. They can do everything.
Here's the king getting a lead. Stretching the pause, and he throws over there to keep king close. Might be a little hit and run on here. We're looking down to Mike Skid throwing signals to third base, the head coach. And that's Jay McGee coaching, I believe, at first base.
The thing to watch with Kevin Martin is his hand. He has very, very quick hand through the hitting zone.
Boudelier keeping him close. Tag put on by first baseman Rob Livingston. Scores 1-0 for Moncton. We're in the the bottom of the first inning here at Memorial Field, the home of the Alpines. Not a bad night.
Oh, lovely night, David. Not a big crowd, but I guess
Only early yet.
They'll come. Yeah, it's only May, but yeah, lovely night. Just good to see ball back again in St. John.
Okay, here's the Kings getting a half-decent lead. Here's the pitch by Boudelier. Good pitch on the outside. Sort of an off-speed pitch.
Yep. Don't be surprised if Skid has something on here, David. Letting Martin have a look and then looking at the pitchers move over. So they both King and Martin have seen what the Boudelier's got. So they may do something right here.
Okay. Here's the pitch. Oh, an off-speed pitch. He had Kevin fooled in that pitch.
Yeah.
Little off-speed curveball, a little bit out in front. So it's 2 strikes on the third batter here for the Alpines. Number 22, Kevin Martin, playing third base tonight. King with a half-decent lead at first. Here's the pause by Boudelier. And Kevin decides to call timeout. Looking down for instructions from Mike Skid, the head coach. Back again for another year with the Alpines.
They may want to try some, David, because I don't think folks know Pat Gooden and what kind of an arm he has behind the plate, so they may run.
Pitch. The waste pitch outside. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 84 is the catcher. I think he's a new player in the league this year, Dale Peterson. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up to third baseman Kevin Martin. Batting third for the Alpines. Here's the pitch. Curveball lined into right field. Going back is O'Reilly, and he puts it away. Kevin got good wood on it, but again, the veteran Tommy O'Reilly, seems to know the hitters, and he's played them well.
The catcher, number 6, Colin Ring.
Yeah, those balls were both hit hard, David. And you don't like to see that this early in the game. They were banged real good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have 2 out here, and Colin Ring, the catcher, number 6, wearing the high socks tonight.
Yeah, he's
Something new.
got nice high socks, David. Nicely washed. They look really nice on him.
Okay, gunned over to keep King close. I think maybe there might be something on trying to get King in the scoring position with 2 outs here.
Yeah, I think so, David. Because if they throw King out, the next inning starts with Colin. That doesn't hurt you at all.
Boudelier looking in. Here's the pitch coming up. Curveball. Gets away. It's a pass ball, I believe. He took his eye off the ball. Didn't quite block that one, so
Yep.
would have to charge.
Yep,
with
pass
a
ball to the catcher. Yep.
Pass ball
Yep.
there
He should have had that one.
for Dale Peterson. So that puts King in the scoring position.
Yep. A chance for Colin to an RBI opportunity, and he doesn't miss many of them, as you know.
Okay, so it's going to be throwing a lot of breaking pitches probably. Trying to keep King close. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball down to third. Third baseman's coming up and guns it over. It's in the dirt. So that's a throwing error. King's rounding third and he gets it back in. So we'll charge definitely a low throw there.
Yeah, our airless third baseman, Gillis, in that play.
The designated hitter, number 12, Brent McCollum.
The
That's
DH is coming up.
That's a real costly play, David, because it was an easy ground ball and it was a third out. Now he gives the Alpines and Brent McClellan a chance to score a couple runs here.
E5. And up comes Brent McClellan. Had 2 hits in Fredericton in the first game, and Brent's playing right field. No, he's a DH in tonight.
Yep. Very patient hitter, David, for a young guy. Very, very patient. Reminds a lot of people of Rod Wilson Jr. with his patience in the batter's box. Thrown over to Colin. I don't know if Colin, I know he's lost about 15 pounds. I don't know if he's got steel potential this year, David, do you think? Or
I'm not sure. I
No?
don't think you probably hold him on and
hold him on a bit?
see what takes
Yeah.
place. Brent McClellan, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch by Boudelier. And it's fly ball hit into left field, coming on hard. The left fielder's got a long run. He makes a nice running catch. Got a good jump there. And so that's a fly out to left. So what do we got, Kevin?
We've got St. John with 1 hit, Mike King single. 2 men left on base. Colin Ring getting on Moncton 1 error, and 2 men left on base, and no runs for St. John, David.
Okay, so
St. John in the bottom of the first. They scored no runs, 1 hit, 1 Moncton error, and 2 men left on base. After 1 complete inning of play, the Moncton Wildcats won. The St. John Alpines no score.
I have with me 2 new players on the Alpines. They're twin brothers, Nick and Adam Power. Played junior ball with the St. John Dodgers the last 2 or 3 years, and they've decided, because the Dodgers are not operating, to make the move to the senior baseball. Nick, I believe, is on my immediate left. Nick, you're here with the Alpines. You and your brother Adam decided to come up and go with the Alpines, and how do you adjust it so far, Nick?
We've only had 1 game, and so far I've found the pitching a little bit more challenging, but I'm hopefully adjusting quite good well.
Adam, you're also come with your brother, you and Scott Martin, who's going to pitch in tonight's game, warming up down in the bullpen. How do you have you adjusted so far? You played the Fredericton, I think they're Bishop's team this year. I can't think of their last, Bishop Mooseheads, I guess. So you played them and beat them 6-5. How did you think the team played in that first game?
Well, actually, I don't think I've ever been on a better team. Every single one of these guys have been all-stars at some time in their life, and I just feel privileged to be on this team. And we played excellent in Fredericton. For our first time out, I'd say we did pretty good.
Good. Yeah, I think the big thing is to adjust to the hitting. You guys get great defensive players and great speed on the base paths. And so it's great that you are certainly going to be an addition to this ball team, playing second base and doing some catching, playing the outfield. So certainly assets to this team. And the St. John fans are looking forward to some good ball from these 2 twin brothers. These guys attend the university in Fredericton, where they're taking a science degree, both studying to be doctors, and so it's nice that they're able to further their education and go on from there. So anyway, what do you expect out of this Moncton team tonight?
I expect a pretty good game tonight. I've only heard good things about these guys, and hopefully they'll be a good pitcher on the man. Some challenges.
Sure, Moncton's rebuilding too, and they've got a lot of young players, a new coach, and but it looks like Fredericton will be there. Always Chatham and Newcastle. You've played a lot of those players that have graduated to senior ball, and they're tough up in the North Shore.
Oh yes, for sure. You gotta love them rivalries. Fredericton and Chatham, both of them. Those are the teams you gotta play. But tonight we're against Moncton. We gotta really put our game faces on for them.
Okay, Nick and Adam, thanks very much. Hope you have a good year. Thanks for joining the Alpines, and thank you for the interview. We'll be back with play-by-play of the Moncton St. John senior baseball game. So we got a real good league. Newcastle, Chatham. What have you heard on them? Are they going to be very competitive as usual?
I think they'll. Yeah, exactly. I think Newcastle have John Cann and the Dunnets back full time this year. I think they're a little weak in pitching, Newcastle, but boy, they can hit. Chatham, good overall, kind of balanced defensively and pitching. Fredericton, I guess, lost probably maybe the key player in the league, McCarty. And he's gone to Germany to play ball, so that's a major loss for them. But they got the Wilsons and then John Lindsay, very experienced ball team.
Right, that's correct. Yeah, McCarty was the winning pitcher in the championship game last year. Went right down to the wire where the Alpines came back down 3-0 and tying it up 3-3. But Fredericton won the big one, the most important one at home. 5-1 was the score.
That was McCarty, and he's a very talented player. That's why he's in Germany playing. He can hit, he can pitch, he can play short, he can do it all. It's a big loss for Fredericton. You don't replace him.
Right on. Okay, here's the veteran Tommy O'Reilly, the right fielder, leading off for Moncton in the top of the second inning, with Moncton leading 1-0. Number 21, the right fielder. Boy, he must be in his late 40s, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's in there, David.
There's a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Certainly in his mid-40s anyway.
Mm-hmm. Very competitive player. Loves the game of baseball, loves to play, and he's been with Moncton now for quite a few years. Here's the 1-strike pitch by Scotty. Another fastball in there, strike 2 call on the knees.
Good pitches on the knees. Notice O'Reilly choking up a great deal, and that's probably a wise idea, though, because of the speed that Scott brings the ball in. You just want to put the bat on the ball and put it in play.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the high, hard one. So Scott wasn't fooling around. He came with 3 power strikes. And the top of the leadoff runner, batter, Tony.
Yeah, the Moncton
O'Reilly.
The Moncton left-handers, I think, David, will have trouble with Scott. He just throws the ball very hard for a left-hander. Left-handers aren't known for throwing a heavy ball, and Scott not only throws the ball hard, it's heavy.
Okay, here's Dale Peterson, the catcher. Here's the windup and pitch. Curveball, swung on a miss. Another sharp breaking pitch.
Nice breaking pitch. And again, that's good confidence for Scott. You know, a left-handed pitcher throwing the breaking ball to a right-handed hitter, broke down real good on him.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Curveball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The catcher Dale Peterson. He's batting 6th in the lineup for the Moncton Mudcats.
It's kind of an unknown quality, David. He's never played in this league, I don't think, and not sure where he's from.
Pitch. There's a pitch in the dirt. Another breaking pitch, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the second. Moncton leading 1-0. The batter is the catcher Dale Peterson. Scotty Martin's the pitcher. The catcher is Colin Ring. And here's the 2-1 pitch coming up. Up high with a fastball, so it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Count in Peterson's favor. We have 1 out here in the top of the second.
He's going to have to get that fastball down, David. You know, the guys in this league, as you saw with the adder, if you get it up high, they're going to take you out.
Here's the pitch. Oh, a check swing. That would have been ball 4, but now the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count here.
Got a bit of a break there, David. I don't think hitter wanted to swing at that one, but foul ball, and Scott Martin will take that to a full count.
Here's the 3-2 pitch coming up to Dale Peterson. Here it is. Swing and a miss.
Nice pitch.
And it was foul tick, but
Yep.
Colin Ring held on to that, swinging at that high fastball.
Nice job by Colin to squeeze that one, David.
So the designated hitter, another left-handed batter, Philip Obie. Moncton certainly have a lot of lefties in against the left-hander.
Yeah, I think that was a good strategy on Coach Skid's part to start a left-hander. Because as you know, he's got a lot of pitching on that team this year, and if he can match up against a left-hander, he will. He's got Tim Moore, a strong right-hander who was the MVP pitcher of the year. He's got Kevin Martin. He's got another dandy left-hander and a young guy who was a rookie of the year last year, Jay McGee. And so Mike Skid has a deep pitching.
Good overhand fastball. It gets ahead of Philip Obie. Strike 1 call by plate umpire Mike Speedy Farah.
I think also, David, as Scott Martin goes along, he'll start to get more confidence each inning with his pitch selection.
Here's the 1 strike pitch. Another good fastball in there. Strike 2 call. So Martin's around the plate tonight.
Yeah, he is. And the other thing I've noticed in the last couple of pitches is Colin Ring is really framing the ball nicely on the outside so the umpire can get a good look at it and give Sky that outside corner.
This pitch up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out here in the top of the second. The batter is designated hitter Philip Obie. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up by left-hander Scotty Martin. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fouled away, up and way out of play, down the left field line and into the streets out beyond the ballpark.
Another $8 out the window, David. Another ball gone.
Well, we'll have to get a scooter after those balls.
Have to pay the scooters a little more money, David, to get them going.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm not sure what Mr. Hunter's paying them, but you may have to increase that dollar figure.
Here's the pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Obie. The veteran Bernie Desmond calling the plays at first, and Roy Nolan is the umpire calling the plays at third. The 2-2 pitch coming up by left-hander Scotty Martin. Here it is. Fastball in there. Strike 3 called. So he struck the side out. Peter.
It's a great inning for Scott Martin, David. Maybe that home run off the first hitter woke him up a bit, but that was just a fine display of pitching. Hit the corners well, kept the ball down. Colin took him up high on a couple hitters. They fouled those off, and then he'd come low and outside. Just a nice job of pitcher-catcher communication there, David.
Okay. So 1-0 lead. The Alpines are going to be coming up here on the bottom of the second. I want to thank the PA announcer, Howie May, for stepping in tonight and taking over. Usually I do that, but with the new TV New Brunswick, it's called.
TV New Brunswick.
TV New Brunswick to the opening home game here for the St. John Alpines. It's a very dependable local community television doing a fine job here on covering minor sports and not only basketball, hockey, and baseball, but nice to have TV New Brunswick under the leadership and production crew there. Don Ferguson. We'll get a list of the crew members as soon as possible, but doing an outstanding job here tonight.
They do a great job also, Dave, on darts. I see that on TV quite a bit. They do darts and bowling. They do nice work on that.
TV New Brunswick is TV New Brunswick, the New Brunswick channel. TVNB.
TVNB.
That's right, TVNB.
Got that in my little crib note here, Dave. It's top.
You got it, Bonnie.
TVNB.
TVNB. The
Nice
New
ring
Brunswick
to it.
channel.
Nice ring
Sounds
to it.
good to me.
Yeah.
All right, here's Alan Cantwell, a rookie, a midget-age player, made the jump to senior ball. Here's a pitch inside. He played some ball out in Calgary, they tell me.
Lethbridge. He was at the
Lethbridge,
University
Alberta.
of Lethbridge. Played, I think, about a 42-game schedule in Utah and Nevada, down in there. And
There's a breaking pitch in there. 1 ball and 1 strike.
he's a great young talent, David. He could play college baseball in the United States without a doubt. Got a great swing. Good, real good kid. And as soon as he gets adjusted to, the stronger pitching in the senior league, I think he's really going to, do some damage. Again, he's just a first-year a junior.
2 balls and 1 strike pitch. Here it is. A line drive back through the box. A good hit there by Alan Cantwell.
Nice piece of hitting.
Good wood on that one.
Yeah.
He's got great speed, too, I believe.
He does. Yeah. Yeah, he's just a great package and a young guy, and he's full of enthusiasm, and he's been well coached in Lethbridge, and he's been to a few baseball schools, and just a nice ball player.
Here's another good addition to the Alpines. The next Fredericton player moved back into the city, the veteran Greg Arnold.
Yeah. He must be near in mid-40s also, Dave. Greg Arnold, he's getting up there in age, but he still does well for a fellow his age.
That's the job.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
Well, I don't think he's in his mid-40s.
No, I may be wrong there.
Here's a
I have to talk to his wife about that and get a check on his birth certificate.
change up outside.
Now, he's you won't find a more experienced player in the province than Greg Arnold. He comes every night, gives you 100%, just a great addition to this team. Probably the biggest addition to this team is Greg Arnold.
I would say. Very dependable, likable guy, and
Yeah.
does the job.
Yeah.
He can play third, he can play second. They tell me he can do a bit of catching, in
Catching.
a pinch.
He can
and,
play short. Yeah, he's
got
just a
pretty good speed and
Yeah.
he's a good contact hitter.
yeah, and can hit the ball with some power, and down the right field line as he did
Cantwell
last
with a
year.
half-decent lead. Another pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Greg Arnold ahead of the count, looking down to get a sign and signal from head coach Mike Skid. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
Oh, a good chance for the Alpines to, knock the score here, David.
Boudelier looking over to Cantwell. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Hit and run was on, and
Yep.
he went swing to protect the player, the runner, a little bit outside, but
Yeah. I think Greg again, through his experience, the pitch was outside, and he certainly wanted to take that ball to the left side of the Moncton infield. And Cantwell had a great jump, David. There was no way they were going to throw him out. Great speed.
okay. 2 balls and 1 strike to the second baseman, Greg Arnold, the hitter. Alan Cantwell with a half-decent lead at first. Here's the pitch by Boudelier. Here it is.
No,
It's outside. Great. He's got a great eye.
yes, very patient. And again, they'll probably try and set up outside as the first baseman's got to hold Cantwell on. There's a bit of a hole there, so they don't want to throw anything inside to Greg Arnold, or he'll turn on it, and Cantwell will probably be on third base.
Outside, so Arnold draws a walk.
Good piece of hitting there, David. Very patient, Greg Arnold. Again, that experience for a man in his early 40s showed through right there, and probably 15 years of senior baseball experience.
Now here comes another veteran player who's been on the Alpines for the last couple of years. First baseman, number 24, Sean Crawford. Now, Crawford doesn't bunt a lot, but I would say maybe on, Peter.
I would say, David, he's probably forced to put the bunt on in this situation. He's got to get those runners, he wants to get both in the scoring position. And, yeah, you're right, Sean doesn't bunt much, but third baseman is awfully deep, David, also. So,
Yes, very deep. Swing. No, he's hitting away. Went after that fastball. Strike 1.
yeah, it was not a good pitch to swing at either. David was high and inside, so have to be patient up there, David. That's the key. But I am surprised he's not bunting.
Okay. Here's the pause. Now the pitch. Curveball upside. Inside, I should say. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to the first baseman, number 24, Sean Crawford. Looking down for his signal from Mike Skid. Nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cantwell with a good lead at second. Greg Arnold leading off at first. Here's the pitch by Boudelier. Curveball swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch.
Yeah, Crawford really bailed out in that one, Dave. His back foot was halfway to Lorneville in that one.
I think he was looking fastball.
Way out there, yeah.
Trevor Boudelaire fooled him on
yeah,
that pitch.
pulled the pin there, and Sean was nowhere near that pitch. He has to now, David. He has to put the ball, you know, in play somewhere, preferably in the right side to move those runners.
Stepped off. 1 ball, 2 strikes coming up. Nobody out here. A mild threat here by the St. John Alpines in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Trailing 1-0 to Moncton Mudcats. Here's Boudelaire with a pause. Here's the pitch. Fouled away, protecting the plate. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the John Crawford, number 24.
That was a good piece of hitting there, David. The ball was by him, and he got a piece of it, and stayed alive, and that's all you want right now. Sean has to get his pitch to hit and drive it somewhere.
On deck is the second part of the Power twins, Adam Power, the right fielder. Stands on deck, swinging the bat. He's number 33. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, bounce down. It's going to be a tough play. Third baseman waits for the play, guns over, and he is out on a nice pickup by Rob Livingston on that lackadaisic throw over there by the third baseman.
Yeah.
But he moved the runners up.
Yeah, he almost had his second error there, David. Maybe he still thinks he's playing softball, but the distance is a little different here in baseball. Yeah, and he is a little lackadaisic there. If he would have charged the ball, I think he had to play at King at third base.
Okay, 2 runners in scoring position. Number 33, the right fielder, Adam Power, is the hitter. Moncton are playing back, or they're playing halfway.
They're coming in the corners.
Here's the pitch. And it's popped up. And the first baseman, Rob Livingston, is going to get under it and put it away. So a big out for Moncton on going after that first pitch.
Yeah, again, that's just inexperience, and Adam will realize that he's got to stay in that box a little longer. That'll come.
Okay, so Boudelaire trying to pitch out of trouble here. He's got 2 out now. Cantwell at third. Craig Arnold at second. Here comes Mike King, who slapped a single into left field, his first at bat. Mike's the shortstop. Where's number 19? 2 out here now, so Boudelaire is going to try to work his way out of a jam here with 2 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. King lines it into center field. The center fielder coming on. Can't get it. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Both runners are going to score. Here comes the Speedy King. He's going to try to get to third, and I believe he's going to make it up with a stand-up triple. Mike King comes through with two ribbies and a booming triple as the center fielder tried to make a shoestring catch, but it wasn't a good play on his part, and it rolled all the way to the wall.
No, that was...
You got to give him a triple on the play.
Yes, triple all the way. Nice piece of hitting. King jumped on the first pitch and hit it hard, David. That ball shot out of the bat. And center fielder, nice effort, but cost them a couple runs in that one.
2 out now, and here comes Nick Power. He hit a fly ball to Tommy O'Reilly the first time up, but a big key hit there. There's a nice breaking pitch in there for strike 1 call.
Yeah, that's a big hit with King, especially with 2 out, David. Cashed in both those runs. Big hit. King's second hit of the night.
Yes, it is.
Boudelaire looks like he has 2 curveballs, David. One that breaks a little quicker, and the other one just kind of hangs up there, and I think the Alpines could tee off on that.
There's
another smash by
fly ball hit
Power.
straight away to center, and he puts it away.
Yeah.
But what do we got for a summary?
Well, we got St. John with 2 runs, 1 man left on base, and 2 runs, 1 man left on. Mike King was left on third base.
The Alpines, top of the second, scored 2 runs, 2 hits, no Moncton errors, 1 man left on base. The score after 2 complete innings of play. St. John Alpines 2, Moncton Wildcats 1.
Thing to take notice of, David, in the Alpines, they're all getting good cuts at Boudelaire. They're not getting cheated. I don't think he struck anyone out yet, has he, Boudelaire?
No strikeouts.
No strikeouts. Where on the other side, I think Scotty Martin has, 3 or 4 strikeouts already?
He has 4.
He has 4 already. So already we're seeing a pattern develop. The Alpines are going up there, making contact, and you don't like to see a pitcher giving those fly ball outs early. That means guys are really getting their rips in, and there's been very few easy outs for Moncton. Alpines hitting the ball well.
Okay. We see Bernie Desmond on doing first base.
Yeah, new counselor.
Holler.
I imagine the baseball fraternity will be after Bernie hard to do some
Bernie,
work
being
at
on that
Memorial.
council, he's going to hear from a lot of the
Yeah,
sporting fans
yeah.
on certain issues here.
We certainly need a new electronic scoreboard here in St. John. We don't have, David. And,
Yes, we do.
You know, certainly fans of St. John deserve one.
Certainly have. For years we have.
Yeah.
So hopefully somebody's working on that.
Well, I think Bernie will be on that right away.
Okay, here we go in the top of the third inning. Greg Hickok, he's been around on this Moncton team for quite a few years, a very competitive player. Here's the pitch, and it's down low with a fastball. He's got a tough strike zone, too.
Yeah, he takes a lot of walks. You really got to put the ball, he's a small man, so he's not going to take you out of the park. So you just lay it in there and let him hit it. And
Swing and a miss on that fastball. He's got some zip behind that fastball tonight.
Scott Martin is throwing well, David. The ball's low. Collins, you know, setting up low inside, setting up low outside. And he's hitting that low target. And that's what you want in the pitch. You want to hit those knees.
Here's the windup on the pitch, the 1-1 pitch. Third ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, number 13, the shortstop, Greg Hickok, leading off. Moncton have a lot of players here tonight, as Howie said. They've got how many players, Howie? Roughly.
17, I think someone said.
Woo.
A lot
Moncton
of
to carry that many players on the road.
A lot of ball players.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, it's inside. Just got away from Colin Ring. Nobody on, no damage done, so it's now 3 balls and 1 strike, and Greg ahead of the count here.
Yeah. As you said, David.
20 players tonight.
20 players.
Boy.
Man, oh man. It's a lot of ball players.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough for the coach to get them all in.
Here's the pitch. Up high. So, Hickok leading off here with a walk. Pat Godden, the second baseman, another left-handed batter. Don't know too much about him.
I think he's out of the Caracat junior program, if I'm not mistaken, David.
Okay.
And I suspect he'll be bunting here. They're down a run, and Scott's eating up the left-handed hitter, so I'd be shocked if he wasn't bunting.
Here's the pitch. Inside. Down.
Good spot by Scott Martin inside. You want to throw the inside part of the plate when the batter squares, so there's a chance of popping it up, and the catcher can grab it. But yeah, he'll be bunting. They've got to get that runner over.
Here, might have picked off. Here's the pitch. Great move to first
move
base
by Scott Martin.
By Scotty Martin. He had Hickok picked off.
Oh, had him cold.
Outstanding move. He
Had
had
him
a
cold.
good move, they say, coming up through the junior ranks at St. Malachi's in high school ball.
Yeah, he pauses well, holds it, and the thing was, he got that ball over to first in a hurry, David.
Picked them off. The left-handed Scott Martin got Hickok leading the wrong way, and so that play goes from 3 to 4?
Yep.
3 to 4 in the pickoff.
It's a big out, David, after giving up a walk, and that takes away, now the hitter now, Godden has to swing away. No bunt situations out now, so it changes the whole complexion of this half inning.
You're correct. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Crowding the plate is Godden. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch down low, blocked by Ring. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike.
The other thing, David, this year with Arnold and the Powers and Cantwell, St. John has drastically improved defensively. They've got some good experienced gloves and some speed.
Here's the pitch. Fastball. Swung on a miss. So that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Entering the park, David, is the lovely Mrs. Margie Skid, wife of Coach Mike Skid, personal friend of yours, I know. Speaks very highly of you.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, he went after that high, hard one. Down, swinging.
Another strikeout for Scott Martin, who's, starting to really get in a groove now. Here's Deatter. Took him deep the first inning, David.
Yes, he hit it over that 360 sign. It was still going.
Nice poke. Bathurst consolidated all the way.
Tremendous shot there to lead this game off.
Halfway to Milford, that shot was, David.
It was.
Jumped off the bat. Deatter's a good ball player.
Deatter. Orthodox style. Swing and a miss. He's going after that fastball again.
Yeah, he doesn't get cheated. He's not a big man, David, but he makes good contact.
Yeah, he's got good bat release
But
there.
I think the boys have to throw a little more off-speed stuff to Deatter.
Pitch. Swing and a foul. So he's ahead of him now with 2 strikes.
Yeah. Now he can work around him a bit and throw some pitches in the dirt and some pitches high and tight. He's got lots of room to maneuver now with 2 strikes on Deatter. Doesn't want to get too cute with Deatter, as we saw in the first inning.
That's right.
Deatter hit about 375 feet. Still going.
Maybe he'll give him an off-speed pitch here.
Yeah,
Here's
I
the
think
pitch.
so.
Up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the third. The Alpines leading Moncton 2-1 here. Moncton senior baseball.
I think David Scott Martin hasn't thrown many pitches tonight.
That's correct.
He's kept his pitch count really down well.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the high hard one.
Another strikeout for Scott Martin. How many is that for him now, David?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, 3
So
innings.
no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left.
Top of the third. No runs, no hits, no Alpine errors, no left on base. After 2.5 innings of play, Alpine 2, Mudcats 1.
I think it's quite an impressive start for Scott Martin, David. First game in the senior league, and he's averaging 2 strikeouts an inning. Keeps this up all year. I think Coach Skid will be very pleased with young Martin.
Right. Well, like I say, it's not a big crowd here tonight, but some of the dependables are here. And, of course, this is hockey fever in St. John.
Yes,
Peter.
it is, David. Yes, and certainly congratulations to the St. John Flames and all their organization. Done a great job this year, and will probably or should, win the Calder Cup, don't you think?
I think they got a good shot at it.
Yeah. It's great for the city, and I guess Mr. Hunter, Terry Hunter, president of the Alpines, was saying there's very few tickets left.
Is that right?
Yes.
Good.
And that's a good sign.
Quite warm for hockey, but it's something. Howie's followed the Flames for years. A great fan of the Flames.
Howie must be a Matt Stairs fan. He's got that Oakland A hat on. And another New Brunswick boy, make good. Lots to cheer about with Matt Stairs.
Third baseman, number 22, Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin. Slide out to the right fielder.
Yeah, hit the ball
Tommy
hard.
O'Reilly hit the
Yeah.
ball well, but Tommy
Yeah.
had him well placed.
Yeah.
Here's the windup in the pitch by Boudelier. Swing and a ground ball hit down to second. Big hop for the second baseman. Over to Scott and picked that up, so that play goes from 4 to 3. So one out here quickly for
Catcher, number 6, Colin
Moncton. Colin Ring reached on a throwing error by the third baseman, who did not get it over there, and Livingston couldn't scoop that up on a bad throw by Chris Gillis. See what Ring can do batting here in the third inning. Second time up. Here's the windup and pitch by Boudelier. Off-speed pitch, down low.
One of the things this year, David, I think we'll notice with Colin hitting is the umpires. Last year, as you know, had an MVP season, and I think the umpires give Colin a lot more respect now. I think, previously, again, Collins is just still 22 years old. I think the umpires didn't know him, and now with that big year he had last year, he's going to get some calls.
Swing and a miss on that fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's a slow starter. Yes. Some more fans coming in, Peter.
Yes,
Here's
love the
pitch.
fans
Down
coming in,
low,
David. Yeah.
so it's 31 on another off-speed pitch.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what he throws, Colin, here. He's somewhat forced to throw fastball, but as you know, Colin loves fastballs. They usually they're hit about 350 feet when Colin gets the hands around.
Here's the windup and pitch by Boudelier. Swing and a miss.
Oh, nice fastball.
Do it right by him, so it's a count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count, David. Yep.
Yes, it is. 32. Here's the windup and the pitch by Boudelier.
Gotta
Probably
count
a break
fastball,
pitch.
David.
Strike 3 call. Beautiful pitch. That was in there. Looked pretty good from here.
Nice pitch. Yeah, you got the block in the outside corner.
number 12, Brent McCullum.
4 to 3, and so Brent McClellan, who flied out to the left fielder. Colin Ring was certainly fooling that breaking
Yeah,
pitch.
big
He was
gamble
looking
there,
fastball.
David. No, he, not many pitchers will gamble throwing an off-speed pitch full count, but he did and got away with it. Full Colin, so.
Here's the windup and the pitch. There's a shot into right field. That's going to go into the gap.
Not going to catch
That
on
could
with
be.
David.
That's rattling around out there. Brent McClellan's got great speed. The center fielder coming up gunning. Man, he coasts into second base with a stand-up double for Brent McClellan.
Nice piece of hitting.
The center fielder, number 4, Alan Ketwell.
Here's Campbell, who singled hard up the middle on the second inning, David.
Alan Cantwell got a nice hit last time. A ripping single back to the box last time. See if he can cash in Brent McClellan on second base with 2 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. Inside. Cantwell, great speed.
Good patience too, I think, David, for just a young guy.
Got a great arm.
Just turned 19, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, great arm. Yeah.
Here's the pitch. There's a foul ball, gets way out of play down in the left field corner.
Yeah. Scooter's got that, David. Mr. Hunter must be paying him a few more dollars now. I saw 2 or 3 scooters run after that. Must be up to, what, 50 cents a ball?
Mr. Hunter's looking after that tonight.
He's in charge of the big finance.
Here's the pitch. Calm ball right back to the mound. So Boudelier gets out of trouble here. That play goes from one.
Yeah, an easy ground ball. Leaves Brent McClellan on base.
One hit.
One man left on base.
No errors.
No errors.
I have with me two more rookies graduating into senior baseball with the Alpines this year. On my immediate left is outfielder, center fielder Alan Cantwell, and on my right, who's pitching in tonight's game here, the left-hander Scott Martin. Scott, we'll start with you first. You've made the jump from the junior ball. You're still eligible. One more year left, I believe, but the Dodgers are not operating this year, and you felt that you're going to join the Alpines and contribute in the pitching.
Well, it's unfortunate that the Dodgers didn't operate this year, but I felt I could make the jump to senior ball, and hopefully everything goes okay.
Scott, you haven't faced this Moncton team. You might have seen some of the players that have graduated from the junior league. We'll have to adjust to their lineup, but Moncton's a rebuilding young team, and what do you expect from them today?
Well, I expect, I give them all the credit there. I'm not going to go out there and change any pitching style. I'm just going to give it my best out there and then see what happens.
Alan, you're a graduate of, you're still midget age. You decided to make the jump from midget right through and skip junior, and you played in front of him, got a big key double there, driving a couple of runs. How do you feel you can adjust to the pitching in the senior league?
I think I saw a lot of pitching when I was out in college out in Lethbridge. We saw a lot of good chuckers out there. So we saw Derek Wilson. He's a good thrower. I don't think we're going to see anybody better than him. So I don't think that's going to be a big problem.
Alan, you're joining a team that's got a pretty good pitching staff with Jay McGee, Scott Martin, Kevin Martin, and Timmy Moore. And so you got two righties and two lefties. So that's a good combination.
It's great playing behind guys, just going to throw strikes, let them hit the ball. We'll play a little defense behind them and win some ball games.
Scotty, you're going to work in the rotation with Jay McGee and Timmy and Kevin Martin. Not a bad pitching staff.
No, not at all. I don't think I've ever played in a ball team like this before with such in-depth pitching. So we're all going to give it all we got out there and hopefully win some ball games.
So the game moving right along here, Peter.
Yes, which is great. And again, in New Brunswick Senior League, it's a 7-inning game.
Yes, it is.
Which is a blessing for some of us who have been around for years. Some of those 9-inning games would last 3-4 hours. Now at 7 o'clock, you can actually get home in time and maybe have supper.
There you go.
You're home by midnight.
Right. You'll be able to watch a little bit of hockey.
A bit of hockey.
This game, I think, is going to go for TV New Brunswick. It's going to go around the province. I believe Saturday, Don was telling me, they hope to have it televised. So we're hoping for a real good game here tonight. And
good pitchers duel here, David. Both pitchers
right.
throwing well. Boulier's been able to wiggle out of some jams.
Yeah.
Scott Martin, excluding the first home run by Dieter, has just coasted along, striking out about 2 people an inning and doing a real nice job.
I think by getting this telecast around the province is certainly promoting senior ball as it goes
Yes.
coast to coast from the North Shore down to St. Stephen and,
Yes.
And in between. So
Yeah, it's good for the whole province.
right on.
See the Alpines now warming up Jay McGee.
Jay McGee starting to loosen up
Down
in
the bullpen,
you
yeah.
see.
The Alpines don't play again until Monday, so he
Monday
may
and
want to give McGee a couple innings of work. 'Cause
Okay.
I think in Moncton on Monday he's got Tim Moore back from a big fishing trip in Newfoundland.
Okay.
Throwing.
Nice breaking pitch in there. Lawrence Welling flew out to the left fielder. Adam
Power.
That was Nick Power.
Power.
Sorry, the two twins. Here's the windup and the pitch. Breaking pitch outside. Bounces back to the backstop, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike to the center fielder, Lawrence Welling.
It's good to see him throwing a lot of breaking pitches, David, because some young guys who can throw hard tend to rely on fastballs, and in this senior league, you throw fastballs, they'll damage you. So it's good to see him throw off-speed pitches.
Here's a line drive single into right field. Good wood there by Welling. Solid single into right field. The lead off here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, he had thrown him two curveballs, and I think Welling, again, experienced ball player, guessed fastball, got it, and hit it.
Okay, here's Chris Gillis. He struck out in the 1st inning. One of 7 strikeouts, I believe Scott has so far.
Yeah, again, David, the left-handers,
6 strikeouts, sorry.
I think will struggle with Martin.
Although Welling got good wood in that last
Yes,
pitch.
he did.
Here's the pitch. Nice breaking pitch in there, strike 1 call.
That's good catching by Colin Reagan calling that. Very few hitters will expect curveball first pitch. They'll be guessing fastball, so that sets that fastball up real well.
Looking down to get the sign from the Moncton coach. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch just missed inside. Who is that new Moncton coach here today?
Richie Tebow.
Richie Tebow.
He also does a bit of pitching, I guess.
I see. Richie Tebow is the head coach of the Moncton Mudcats this year.
Yeah.
Welcome into the league, Richie. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down low. So it's
1 ball, 2 strike. No.
22?
No.
31.
1 strike, 2 balls.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 balls.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah,
okay.
A little low in that last one.
Here's the 2-1 pitch coming up to the cleanup hitter. Up high. Gillis looked it over well, so Scotty run a little bit behind here now. Getting
3-1.
31.
Yeah.
Nobody out.
No, and it needs a ground ball. And, I don't know if Gillis runs that well, but need a ground ball to turn a double play.
Here's the pitch by Martin. Strike 2, fastball in there. Now we got a full count. You think they'll send Welling or not with the cleanup hitter?
It's hard to say, David. They got, they're right in the meat of the rotor, so it depends on if Gillis is a contact hitter or not, and depends on Welling's speed. So we'll see.
The pitch. There he goes. Swing and a miss. Ring comes up cutting, and he throws a ball into center field. Not a good throw by Colin Ring. The ball simply took off on him, and they would have had Welling if it was a good throw, I think.
Yeah, just tailed on Colin. I don't think he planned the back foot as well. I think he got rid of it real well, but it tailed on him to the right side of the infield. But you're right. I think it was there for the taking. But again, Martin did come back from a 3-1 count and strike out Gillis. So.
Okay. So here comes Rob Livingston. He flew out to the left fielder last time. So Moncton has a tying run on second base on the stolen base by Welling. Here's the pitch. Where was that pitch? That must have been low.
Must have been low. But if you're going to miss, David, that's where you want to miss. Very few men can hit a home run when the pitch is on the knees. You just don't want that pitch around the hands. And Scott has kept the ball down real well tonight.
Right on. Here's the pitch. There's a good pitch. Right down the middle.
Yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike.
He doesn't fall behind too many hitters, David, which is good in a young pitcher. And again, when we're calling setting up, he seems to be hitting the spot. So.
Rob Livingston holds the bat high. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Livingston played college ball 2 years ago at Hassan in Bangor.
Okay.
And I think the past year he was in a Division III school in Georgia. And quite a bright young man, bilingual.
Okay. Here's the pitch. Where is it? Fouled.
Out
of play, I believe. Way down the left field line into the bullpen. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rob Livingston. Trying to keep Welling at second base. He's at the tying run. We have 1 out here. The count is 22.
This is a big pitch for Scott here, David. He doesn't want to go full count on Livingston, and he may just be bringing heat right here in this one.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing on the miss on the high, hard one. So another strikeout for Scott Martin. That's a big out.
He just threw that ball by him, David. Just smoke.
Okay.
And Livingston still hasn't caught up with it.
The right fielder, number 21, Tommy O'Reilly.
So Tommy went down swinging last time, but he's a clutch hitter. Mike Skid decides to go out to talk to pitcher Scotty Martin and catcher Colin Ring to go over some strategy here, how they're going to work with pitch to the veteran Tommy O'Reilly.
Well, the thing with O'Reilly, as I said last time up, he chokes up. He's just here to put the ball in play. He's not trying to hit the ball hard. I would suspect, if anything, he hits the ball down the left side because he'll probably swing late with Scott Martin's velocity.
Okay, number 21, the veteran Tommy O'Reilly against the rookie pitcher Scott Martin. Experience against youth. That pitch must have been a little bit low.
Again, he's not. If he misses, David, he's not missing by much. Those are good quality pitches.
Ball 1 to O'Reilly. Welling with half-decent speed, leading off second. Here's the pitch. Good block by Ring to keep the ball in front of him. 2 balls and no strikes. We have 2 out here. Welling with the tying run on second base. The veteran hitter is Tommy O'Reilly with 2 out. And he's ahead of the hitter, or ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Scott really has to bear down here and just focus and get his concentration back. He and Colin.
Here's the 2-0 pitch coming up to O'Reilly. Curveball outside. So he's pitching very cautious to Riley. Although he struck him out last time, he's still normally a good contact hitter.
Yeah, he puts the ball in play, and that's probably what Skid told him.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he decides to outside pitch, so he walks O'Reilly on 4 pitches. That brings up the catcher, Dale Peterson, new player in the league. He struck out last time, too.
Last time, yeah.
He's a right-handed batter. He wears number 84.
Yeah, and Coach Skid may have picked something up the last time Peterson was up, in that it's a little easier to give O'Reilly first base, it's open, and then throw to a guy that they feel a little more confident with Peterson, who didn't look good his first time at bat, David. Took some real questionable swings.
Okay, we'll see what takes place with 2 out here now.
Martin's got to get ahead of him.
Peterson up. Here's the windup in the pitch. Strike. Last ball on the outside part of the plate. Scotty trying to keep ahead of the hitter.
Yeah, that's what you got to do in this league, David, or any league. You got to stay ahead of the hitter. You get behind, then you're pretty well have to throw fastballs, and they'll hit it.
Here's the 1-strike pitch by Parton. Swing and a miss. Another
questionable swing. Ball was down low.
With the speed.
No, I suspect he'll just come back with gas, David. Just trying to. I suspect this might be Scotty's last inning. Maybe bring him McGee in, so he may just come back with one more blast of gas here.
Here's the 2-strike pitch by Martin. Up,
over
pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Overthrew, David. He had lots on that one.
Got a live arm, Scotty Martin.
He does.
Welling leads off second, and Tommy O'Reilly off first. 2 out here. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up to. Here it is. Yes, he went after it. He blew it right by him. He completely fooled him.
Yeah, I think
another strikeout.
I think Coach Skid did see something in Patterson's first time at bat, and again there were 2 questionable swings at that time at bat, and again, what's that? 8 strikeouts for Scott Martin?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8 strikeouts in 4 innings. That's pretty impressive, David, for our rookie's first game in the Brunswick Senior League. Again, I think the game is here for the taking for the Alpines, David. They're obviously Moncton are going to have trouble scoring off Martin, and they can put together a few runs off Boudelier. I think the Alpines are probably in good shape for their second victory of the young season.
So that was a strikeout to Peterson. Okay. So lots of excitement here in St. John with the Flames and the senior balls rolling. And what's that junior league look like, Peter?
Well, I was here last night with Howie and David Reed and some of the fellows, and Kevin Ferguson, new coach, real experienced coach. Kevin played a lot of senior ball, intermediate ball, and has done very well with the Lancaster Bottoms and Pee-wees in the last few years. He's coaching the Doran Condors this year, and scrappy club. They were up 6-0 last night. We're down 8-6. I think come back and won it 9-8. Lost. Oh, they lost. Oh, I went home too early, David. I thought they were winning.
Yeah, I believe Frederick won 11-9 or something, wasn't it?
11-9?
Yeah, an extra inning.
Extra inning.
I think it was 9 innings.
9 innings. No, I think they've got a good, Kevin's a good, solid coach. And again, he's just been elected to do the midget elite team in New Brunswick. And so I think that the Condors are in real good hands this year. And again, only one junior team in the city this year, with the demise of the St. John Dodgers. And I think the Alpines have benefited from picking up both Powers and Scott Martin from that association.
Definitely. Okay, we're getting in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A game moving right along here. The second baseman is Greg Arnold. He walked and scored the second run, which is the leading run right now at this stage with a 2-1 lead for the Alpines. He'll lead off here, number 7, playing second base tonight, the veteran Greg Arnold. Boudelier getting ready. Here's the pitch to Arnold. There's a pop-up, hit out into short left field. The shortstop camping under it, and he puts it away. Greg Hickok backed up and put that, no problem. Easy pop-up.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Skid will be, no, he looks a little displeased with Arnold there, David. First pitch, swinging. You want the pitcher to, especially as we get a little later in the game, you want him to throw as much as possible to wear him down, and I think Greg knows a little bit better than that to swing first pitch. Easy out.
Okay, here's Sean Crawford. He grounded out last time, 5-3. Here's a ground ball hit down to the third baseman. Scoops it up. Comes up gunning, another low throw, but right on this time. A good throw this time. 5-3, the play. Gillis to Livingston. 2 out quickly here for the Alpines, going after that first pitch.
Yeah, again, that's kind of Crawford and Arnold have been around long enough to know you've got to stay in there a little longer.
Okay, here's the right fielder, Adam Power. Just a little over anxious, trying to get a, because they know Biddle there, he throws a lot of strikes.
Yeah, he does. He does. So take a few pitches and wear his arm down a bit. You don't want to get Moncton 3 up, 3 down there.
There's a fastball in there, strike one call. Adam Power flied out to the third baseman the first time up.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the, it was the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Here's the ground ball. He's got great speed.
He's got great
Hitchcock's
speed.
got to come up coming. Here's the throw.
He's safe. Yeah, he
Hey,
beat that out. Base
Good
hit,
speed
David.
by Adam Power. You mentioned the speed
They can fly.
that these
All those.
Power kids can add to this team.
Yeah.
Number 19, Mike King.
They'll catch a lot of teams off guard, David, first time around. If they don't realize that the 2 power fellas can really fly. He just purely beat that out, David. Pure speed.
Here's a kid that's having a great game tonight. He's singled, and he's had 2 RBIs and a triple in the center field.
Yeah.
So he's off to a great start here in this game. Game number 2 for the Alpines.
Don't be surprised on an off-speed pitch. He's got Adam Power running. You wouldn't
Okay.
mind starting the top of next inning off with King hitting. You don't lose anything that way, David. And I think it's about time Skid put the steel on to test this catcher's arm, see what he's got.
Okay.
We haven't seen anything yet.
Right on. Got 2 out here with Mike King, the hitter, and Adam Power with that infield single. Boudelier knows that he's got great speed, and he
Yeah.
wants to keep him close.
Yeah, and if Adam does go and King does put the ball in play, Adam Power can easily score from first base, David. I saw him do it in junior last year, both he and his brother Nick. Great speed from first to third.
Okay. Here's the pitch to Mike King. Looking for his 3rd hit outside.
King again, David, the 3rd year in the league, still junior age, and shows just great patience at the plate.
Looking in, Boudelier for his sign from the catcher Peterson, and he's holding Power close as Adam's trying to get a good half-decent lead at first base. But Boudelier, the experienced pitcher as he is, likes to hold those, Trevor Boudelier likes to hold those runners close to that bag.
Good point, David. That's the experience. He's not going to let Adam Power have half a step at all. He's not going to give him anything.
Back again, so Boudelier just making lots of throws over there to hold
Yeah, I think
Adam
maybe
Power close.
I think maybe Boudelier's already realized the speed of Adam Power in the first when he beat the single out. He realized I can't give him too much. So maybe the Powers are establishing themselves early in the New Brunswick Senior League.
Here's the pitch.
Good pitch to run
Great
on.
jump. And
No,
he's
not a prayer.
Not a good throw and a stolen base for Adam Power.
Yeah. Now, good thrower. He wasn't going to get him. He had a tremendous jump. Again, a good pitch to run on. It was an off-speed pitch. Catcher didn't have a prayer.
So now Adam Power is in scoring position. The count is what? 2 balls on King. 2 balls and no strikes. So another opportunity for Mike King for another RBI here with speed in Adam Power on second base. Here's the 2-0 pitch to King. Swing, another ground ball back through the box. That's going to be a hit, and here comes Adam. He's going to score, no problem with that great speed. And King has driven all 3 runs in with another key hit for Mike King. 3 for 3 tonight so far. Good solid hit back through the box.
Nice, real nice piece of hitting. Again, I think people have to realize in the St. John Alpines, they've got 5 guys in their lineup who are junior age. These guys are young, and I mean, King, there's 3 hits. Power has a hit. These guys are really stepping up and playing big-time ball for the Alpines and Coach Mike Skid, David.
So you know how important that stolen base was.
Big steal, and I think what he also saw is possibly a flaw in the Moncton defensive system. The catcher didn't look like he had a whole lot of zip in that arm, so you may see King go here too, David.
King's got good speed too. Here's the other second part of that twin brother act, Nick Power.
There was a good pitch to run on there, that off-speed pitch.
He's the left fielder.
And maybe Boudelier's starting to get a little tired. He's throwing a little more off-speed pitches more than the fastball, David, which are great pitches to run on.
Right on. King with a half-deed lead. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit down to Hickok. Comes up, flips it over to a second baseman. So that play goes from 6 to 3.
Good inning for the Alpines, David. Big hit by King. Nice stolen base by Adam Power, number 9 hitter. Getting in scoring position. Again, just based on pure speed. And again, King's hit wasn't that deep, and only Adam and possibly Nick Power could have scored on that.
Right. Well, Power had an infield hit to beat it out. He had
Stole the
steal
base
stolen base,
and
he
stole
scored
the
on the
single. So that's speed that the Alpines haven't had in the last few years.
They have 1 run
And again, Mike Skid over the winter was really, wondering about, what his team would look like and the chemistry of it. And certainly one of the facets that they've lacked over the last couple of years has been team speed. They were, a big power hitting team the last couple of years. Now, you add that dimension of speed, it a whole different chemistry of the St. John Alpines team.
Okay, it was a big run there for the Alpines. The score is now 3-1 as we move quickly into the top of the 5th inning. Scotty Martin still out there on the hill for the Alpines. No changes from either club yet. And we're already in the top of the 5th.
Moving right along, David, which is good. You'll be home early and be able to get that.
We got hockey on tonight, Howie. Washington, Buffalo.
Yep. Red Sox, Yankees.
Expos, how about the Expos? No?
No. Another win for the Red Sox.
Right. Okay. Philip Obey is going to lead off here for the Moncton Mudcats. Philip Obey was one of the strikeout victims last time. Struck out in the 2nd inning, and Scotty Martin has 8 Ks so far tonight.
Doing a great job, David, keeping the ball down. I think Colin has really communicated well with Scotty about keeping the ball down, and they work well as a unit.
Here's the pitch. Another pitch inside. 1 ball here to start the top of the 5th inning. Philip Obey, Greg Hickok, and Pat Godden. Scheduled hitters for the Moncton Mudcats.
I think what we noticed, David, difference in the senior league and maybe other leagues in the province, he's made 2 mistakes, and it's cost him a base hit and a home run. Their pitches were up high. The rest of the time, the pitch has been down low, and he's gotten away with it.
There's a ground ball hit down the... nobody covering the bag. Scott forgot to go over and cover the bag. So how do you score that? A hit?
Base hit, David.
Base hit.
Yeah. Ball was put cleanly in.
Base hit.
Beat it out.
Good play by Crawford, but Scott Martin was very slow getting off the mound, and he
Yeah.
just completely forgot to go over and cover the bag.
Yeah, it was kind of a delayed thing. The ball jumped off the bat and then died, and I don't think Crawford knew he had it for a couple of seconds there.
So Obey with an infield hit. We got nobody out here, and Hickok is the hitter, and he walked the last time.
Some of your
And he
fan
was picked off.
some of your fan club here, David.
Well, see some
Some sons, daughters, and
whatever.
small grandchildren.
Here's the pitch. Hickok takes a strike right on the knees.
Nice pitch. Didn't like it either, David.
Nope, but it was there.
It was there. Yeah.
The right one. Here's a great move over there. Scott Martin keeping the runners close. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Third ball. Ground ball back to Scotty Martin. He's going to have to scramble to his feet, and no play, and I hope he's okay. I'm going to have that. There's a ball was hit hard, and we're going to have to give him an infield hit on that
They
for
said on
sure.
that. Here comes
That was
Coach
a
Skid. That was
hard hit ground ball.
Yeah.
But if he had fielded it, could have been a double play. But
yeah, easy double play ball if he feels it cleanly. But again, the field's hard, David. And, you're not going to get too many true hops there tonight.
right.
Number 2, Pat Godden.
Well, the good thing about it, David, he is down the batting order. He's got the number 9 hitter. But then again, out comes the adder. Seems every time you get a rally going, out comes the other club's best hitter. So
Right.
looks like Jason McGee's warming up a little quicker, David.
Right. So that
Again-
was a hard ground ball. He just
Yeah.
seemed to stumble a little bit, and
Yeah.
it seemed to break off.
Yeah.
And he couldn't retrieve it fast enough to get anybody out.
Now, I guess the good thing is probably Coach Skid has told him he's still keeping the ball down, so they're still beating it into the ground, which is all you can ask for in a pitcher.
Now you're looking for a bunt with
Got to be putting the bunt down, David. Yeah.
the good hitter.
Yeah, the number 9 hitter in the top of the order coming up. It's got to be
Dave
bunting.
Dieter is on deck.
Yeah, all like Alpines can hope for is maybe he miscues here a bit.
Pitch. Strike on the fastball.
Nice pitch.
Crawford's breaking, and it looks like Martin is staying at third base.
Yeah, Martin will stay at third, and Scott Martin will move to the left side of the diamond. There's signals there by the coach. I think it's a straight bunt, David.
Okay. Good lead there by both runners from Moncton. Here's the pitch. Ball back, so he's ahead of the hitter. Pat Godden.
Yeah. He's up 2 strikes. So now Moncton have a decision. You let this man hit away, possible double play ball, or does he attempt to bunt again? And I suspect he may be swinging away, David.
You've got Philip Obie at second, Greg Hickok at first. Nobody out. 2 strikes on the second baseman, Pat Godden. He's the batting ninth in the lineup. Scotty Martin checks. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Didn't miss by much.
No, framed well by Colin Ray. Nice job by Colin. No, he didn't
1
miss
ball,
by much.
2 strikes now. Coach calling in.
Yeah, maybe checking the signs. Godden. Yeah, the coach, Richie Tebow.
Tebow. Is he a local guy, I wonder, in the Moncton area?
Yeah, I think he's from the Riverview. Across
Okay.
the bridge there. I think he's done some intermediate from the North Shore, and guess he
Right.
pitches a bit, so.
Good.
They have a pitching coach somewhere down the road, David. Look, Jay McGee looks like he's warm and ready to come if they need him.
Okay, back into action here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, the second baseman, Godden. Nobody out. Here's the pitch by Scotty Martin. Here it is. Swung and fouled away. So
He's swinging away, yeah.
hanging tough now.
Yeah. Well, that's good for the Alpines. You want to take that bunt opportunity out of his hands, David, and move those runners. Base ground ball now, and the Alpines can turn 2. It changes the whole complexion of this half inning.
Got to hit away. We got nobody out here.
Yeah.
For the Alpines, Obie is the runner. Philip Obie at the second. Greg Hickok, the runner at first. Nobody out. The hitter is Pat Godden. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up. Here it is. Curveball swung on and missed. A big out for Scott Martin and the Alpines.
Big strikeout, David. Nice curveball. Held well by Colin Ray. It was not an easy pitch to frame, and did a nice job.
Here's a tough hitter. Now he led off with a booming home run to lead off this ball game, and he struck out. Dave Deater?
Deatter.
Deater.
David Deatter.
David
Struck out his second
Deatter.
time, did he, David?
Yes, he did.
Ah.
Here's the pitch to Deatter. Like 1 call.
Nice
Good
pitch.
pitch on the knees.
Yeah. He's thrown a very, very nice game, David. He's thrown the ball inside hard and mixed his pitches up well again. Real good communication between him and his catcher.
Dave Deatter. Tough at bat here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good overhand fastball.
Yeah, he's a headless hitter, and that's what you got to do. And if he could possibly put Deatter away, he's got himself shaping up pretty good half inning here, David.
Here's the 1-2 pitch coming up to Deatter. Swing, and it's popped up down the third baseline, going over. Going to be foul ball, and nobody can get to it. It bounces out of play. Good effort. The left fielder came in, the shortstop, and Kevin Martin, the third baseman, all thought they had a crack at getting that, but it was just out of play.
That's the other issue, too, with the speed, David. Young Power in left field came a long way, and he almost put a glove on that. That's just pure great speed.
So the count remains to Deatter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have 1 out. Obie and Hickok are the base runners for the Moncton Mudcats. The score is 3-1 for the Alpines as Moncton bat in the top of the 5th.
Deatter was real late in that pitch, David. Just barely got around.
Here's the pitch coming up. Here it is. Fastball. Here is it straight away. Somebody's going in under it, and it's going to be the center fielder, Catwell. Puts it away.
Big out, David, for Scott Martin. Fine piece of pitching.
Alan Catwell. And high, lazy fly ball into left center. So we have 2 out now. Now here's another tough hitter. Lawrence Welling has had a good junior career. He lined a single in right field, and he is flied out. So he's made contact.
Yeah, he's a good
and
stick.
he has a stolen base. So he's a center fielder, and he's up here now with 2 outs.
Nice thing about it now, David, the Alpines can bring their defense back a bit. They've got 2 out. Just have to knock the ball down.
There's the pitch to Welling. Curveball in there. Nice sharp breaking pitch by Scotty Martin. Trying to keep ahead of these Moncton hitters. 2 out. 1 strike on Welling. He singled sharply to right field last time up. Here's the pause, and here's the pitch. Another breaking pitch. Strike 2.
It's almost like he has 2 breaking pitches, David. One kind of snaps off, one's a little lazier, and he's not scared to throw them.
That's right. He's a tough competitor. Number 10, Scott Martin.
Very, very impressive, David, in this first outing. Can't say enough about his composure out there and what he's done.
Here's the windup in the pitch. Fouled away. Went fastball.
Good job by Colin. Colin had him on the outside part of that plate, and Scott hit it right there. The hitter just got a piece of it. Good call by Colin.
Moncton threatening here in the top of the 5th, trying to get back in this game. They're only trailing 3-1.
Looks like the railroad coming to town, David.
Right. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's lined to center, but Catwell is going. They misplaced the ball, and they're going to score, I believe, both runs. He overran the ball. It's all the way to the fence, and they held the runner at third base.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to believe.
How he didn't score, David. Oh, a little discussion there between the third base coach and Hickok.
Number 44, Chris Gillis.
He held Hick. I thought he would score because that ball
Has
was.
to score.
He
Has to
overran that ball, and it got over his head.
score. With 2 out, too, David.
Yes,
He's
the
got
runners
it.
had to be going.
Yeah, and
So-
Hickok misplayed that one terribly. Cantwell didn't do a great job in the outfield in that one.
No, he didn't. I thought he had a good jump on, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden the ball took off.
Yeah.
So that's Welling's second hit.
Yeah.
Now see what Gillis can do. Here's a pitch, swing, and a little looper in the left field.
That'll tie the
And
ball
that's
game.
going to tie it, and Welling is coming home, but here's a play at home plate. And Colin Ring
He's
is
got
out.
it. Great
A
play.
great play.
Great play all the way.
Blocked
by
the ball,
Colin
and Ring put
picked
the
him
hard
out.
tag on him, but we have a tie ball game.
Not many men going to knock over your son, David, home plate. I have to say that at 210 pounds. Great play,
But
great
a clutch
throw.
hit just off the fist by Chris Gillis, a single to drive in that run.
Yep.
And the
Big-
play from Welling goes from what? 7 to 2.
7-2, yeah.
Good throw in there by the left fielder.
Yep. Great throw.
From Moncton, top of the fifth, they scored 2 runs. On 4 hits, no Alpine errors, 1 man left on base. The score after 4.5 innings of play, the Moncton Wildcats 3, St. John Alpines 3.
So Moncton King got back into it.
Yeah,
On
it chipped away with 2 runs and
2 runs. And they
miscue by the
had-
center fielder, Cantwell. Hurt bad. That was a fly ball should have been caught.
They had
you know?
4 hits.
Visitors, David? Grandson?
That's one of my grandsons.
One of
How
your
you doing there,
grandsons.
buddy? 2 runs on 4 hits, and let's see, there was 1 left, right? And no errors? No errors. So we got a tie ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, keep the...
Scotty had a tough inning there. I mean, that ball should have really been caught by Cantwell.
That hurt. Yeah, that should have been the 3rd out, and they were out of it. And they were very fortunate. They made a nice play from, was it Nick Powell or Adam Powell? Nick to Colin.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, great. Colin blocked the plate very well. There's no way that gentleman was going to get to home plate if the ball got to Colin.
Number 22, Kevin Hart.
Okay, we got 3rd, 4th, and 5th coming up. The Alpines are going to have to see if they can get back into it. They're still into it, 3-3, and
Meet of the order here,
meet of
David.
the order coming up. See
Yeah.
if they can get going.
Yeah, they haven't done much.
Both
to meet of the
batters
order.
are 0 for 4 so
Yeah.
far. Fly it out, Kevin, and ground it out, and Collins reached in there and struck out. So
Yeah,
let's see
those-
what 3 and
yeah,
4 can do,
yeah.
and Brent McClellan to follow.
Yeah, they need those 3 and 4 or 5 guys doing some damage, David.
Here's the pitch. Boudelier now, he knows he's back into it.
Yeah, Moncton have a pitcher warming, David. Don't know
Okay.
who it is down there. No number on his shirt.
Right on.
This might be Boudelier's last inning.
Here's the windup in the pitch. Another off-speed pitch. And he didn't get the call. Boudelier's upset. And he's coming in.
Yeah, he barked at the umpire, and they're not going to take
Roy
any of that
Nolan.
foolishness. Good job by the Moncton coach to come out there and protect his pitcher and just calm things down.
Right.
Boudelier does have, at times, he can be, he's a competitor. He's a little hot-headed, but that's what you like to see in your pitcher.
Right.
He's thrown a fine ball game, Dave. He's nothing to be ashamed about.
Nope.
That was not a strike. The ball was down low, and but he was scrapping to get the call. Did
Yeah.
get it. Speedy Farrer made the right call as usual.
So 2 balls, no strikes. Kevin trying to get aboard here. We got a 3-3 tie as the Alpines bat in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Alpines need some base runners, David.
Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Batting 3rd, Kevin Martin. Where's number 22 playing 3rd base tonight? Here's the 2-ball, 1 strike pitch. Here it is. Another off-speed pitch down low.
Former member of Team Canada, David. I think people might forget that, but 3 years ago he was a Team Canada member. So
He was.
Kevin Martin has a lot of experience, and
Seems like he's been in the year. He's only young. He's only about 24, is he?
yeah, he played senior ball. And he's about 18. So I think this is his 6th year. I think
Boy.
playing senior
Yeah.
ball.
It's all time out.
Yeah. The Alpines overall do have a young team, David. They're not I think Greg Arnold is the oldest player, but I think the average age is about 20 years old.
Pitch, hard ground ball. That's going to go into right field. A base hit for Kevin Martin.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting, David.
Sharp single between the first baseman and second baseman.
Number 6, Colin Ring.
Single. Kevin Martin. Now here's Colin Ring, getting off to a slow start like he did last year. He was 1 for 4 in Fredericton in the first game, but 0 for 2 here tonight. But
oh yeah, just a
he
matter
didn't
of
get on track.
It's a matter of time, and again, I think Colin hit about 360 last year. I think led the league in home runs. He'll get on track.
So it's Martin trying to get a good lead here. Here's the pitch, and he's inside. Another breaking pitch.
Yeah.
Very quiet crowd here. There's no wind. Not a bad night for a ball game.
No, it's a great night,
Peter?
David. Yeah.
Very calm night.
Team president Terry Hunter.
Here's the pitch. Up high.
Up high. Ball 2. Calls ahead of the count. Breeze.
2 balls and no strikes to the catcher, number 6, Colin Ring. Trying to. Here's the pitch. There's a. Where's that?
That's
Fly
right, the
ball
left
hitting into
fielder.
left field. Left fielder going over.
He's got it. Yeah.
Puts it away. Line drive.
Yeah. Colin didn't get good wood. in
No,
that
he
bat.
was jammed.
No, he was jammed, and
Number 12,
Fly out.
McCollum.
7.
yeah. Yeah.
So Brent McClellan coming up. Trying to advance Kevin Martin.
Yeah. Moncton do have a pitcher, right-hander, warming up, David. Don't know who it is. Can't see his number, but again, this might be, again, it's early in the season. They can get 4 or 5 quality innings out of the Poodle there. I think they'd be very happy. Again, Moncton's pitching staff might be a little thin for the 32-game schedule.
Right.
So they may want to use a couple of guys tonight, not to burn anyone's arm out.
Okay, here's the pitch. Up high. Brent McClellan. He doubled and it flew out in the first inning to the left fielder. Brent's a good sticker. DH's. Here's the pitch. And a slazy fly ball hit straight away to center fielder. Coming in, Welling's got a good jump and he puts it away. Here's gun back to first base and Martin gets back. So we got 2 out here.
Number 4,
Easy fly out
Cantwell.
by Brent McClellan. Now here comes Alan Cantwell. He singled, he scored a run, and he's grounded out tonight so far. He wears number 4. And he misplaced that ball last inning, but he'll make up for it somewhere along the line here.
Yeah, again, he's
He's a rookie, he's
just
young.
a rookie. He's just a, yeah, he's
Inexperienced.
just turned 19. So those rookie mistakes, you know, I think Coach Kidd will have to be patient with, you know, a pretty young Alpine team. They're going to make those rookie errors, and as Coach Kidd has said, he hopes by July 15th this team is, you know, starting to roll. So it's early for these guys.
Here's the pitch. Outside.
Campbell probably has a big jump on the rest of the players because he's already played 40 games in the States. So his bat is probably a little quicker than most guys.
Right. Trevor Boudelier loves to throw over to keep the
He
runners.
does, David. Yeah, he throws over there quite a bit.
We have 2 out here. Kevin Martin, who led off with a single, still at first base. 3-3 tie here, Moncton and St. John. Here he is. Here goes Kevin. Catcher's going to throw down, and Kevin's in there.
No.
He got a half-decent jump, and the catcher again.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of an arm for number 84, the catcher, David. That he could have mailed it down faster than that, David.
Stolen base.
I'm not sure Kevin Martin has stolen the base in this century.
Now he's in scoring position.
Here's where Campbell can make amends for the misplay in the outfield, David, with a base hit here. Ooh, a little inside, David, eh? Yeah, must have got the black on the inside corner.
So what's that, 2 balls and 1 strike?
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Swing on a miss on the high hard one, so it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to the center fielder, Alan Cantwell.
Now he's choking up a bit, David. Just wants to put the ball in play now. A little defensive swing.
His pitch. Off-speed pitch. Gets away from the catcher, and Kevin Martin moves up.
Catcher's having a bit of a hard night now, David.
Is that a pass ball again, or a wild pitch?
I would say that's a wild pitch,
All
David.
right, we'll chalk it down as a wild pitch.
He didn't move his feet real well to block it, but the ball was, you know, quite a bit outside. So
So now Kevin's
third base.
with 2 out. Cantwell.
Be a big time
What do
to
we
score
got,
a
a full
run.
count here?
Yeah.
Here's the windup in the 3-2 pitch. Up high.
Awesome. Good
Good
patience.
eye.
Good patience. Yeah.
Now we got the veteran Greg Arnold.
Greg Arnold.
Who last time at bat swung the first pitch at a very weak pop-up, so I think Greg will probably take at least a couple pitches, David.
Mm-hmm.
Need his bat.
Yeah. See if the veteran can come through with some clutch hitting here now.
Don't be surprised if Cantwell's on the run either, David.
With great speed.
Great speed, and the catcher is a little thin on the arm strength side.
So, Greg Arnold, number 7, playing second base. 0 for 1 so far. He's also had a walk tonight.
Cantwell's got a big lead. First base coach Jay McGee might want to put an anchor on Cantwell. He's got a big lead.
Here's the pause and the pitch. Here's a good pitch in there. Strike one call. I think Greg was a little too anxious last time, and he thought he'd take a pitch.
I think you're right, David. I think Coach Kidd would not want Greg Arnold swinging first pitch. Make Boudelier throw. Get a pitch he can drive.
Cantwell got a big lead at first base.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cantwell was running, David.
Here's the pitch. There he goes. Down low, and Kevin Martin's going to score.
Kevin Martin's going to score.
And Cantwell's going to come all the way over to third base on that wild pitch.
Yeah.
So Martin scores the go-ahead run on the pitch that was in the dirt.
Again, David, speed produced those runs. Martin stealing second, going to third, and the pass ball, they both advance.
And Cantwell went all the way to third base on the wild pitch.
Yeah.
So, big break for the Alpines on that wild pitch.
Yeah. And if they can cash in this run, that's gives them a 2-run cushion again, David.
That ball took a wicked bounce and bounced
David,
all the way pretty near
Yeah.
well over to the Moncton dugout. So
Yeah.
Cantwell with his great speed, he never stopped running.
No, Coach Kidd just kept waving him down. And again, I don't think even if the catcher would have picked it in the first top, he would have got Cantwell at third base.
And Kevin just jogged in.
No. Yep, not a problem at all. Your daughter and your grandsons, David?
Lots of little fans. And there's a hard ground ball. That's a base hit by Greg Arnold into center field.
Nice
And
piece of
Cantwell
hitting.
just jogs in to give St. John a 2-run lead here.
Nice
A
piece of hitting
clutch
by
hit
Arnold.
by Greg Arnold.
The first baseman, number 24, John
Okay.
Crawford.
Okay, so the coach coming
Tebow,
out,
yeah.
Richie Tebow, thinks maybe
it
he's going
for-
to make a pitching change.
Yeah, the right-hander's coming in, David. We'll get a look at his, as soon as he gets his sweater off here, get a look at his number, and we can let the fans know who this gentleman is to bail out Mr. Boudelier. Pick number 6, Emmanuel Doucette. From Caracat.
Emmanuel Doucette, the left-hander?
No, righty. Doesn't
Okay.
look like he's not coming in. No, they're going to stick with Boudelier.
Here's your 50-50 number for a prize of $26.50. The number 022013. That's 022013.
Here's the pitch to Crawford, swing, and hard ground ball down the third, bobbled by the third baseman, comes up gunning, throws it over, and safe.
Air to the third baseman, David.
Okay. Booted around a little bit.
Yeah, he just chewed that one up. Moncton having a tough time here. Here's a lucky 50-50 winner. Is that $2,600? Oh, $26. I'm sorry.
So Paul Burke was the winner of the 50-50 tonight. Now here's another ground ball hit the short. Coming up, Hickok throws it over with great speed, and they got him. Nice play by Hickok, because he had the speedy Adam Power going down the line, but he got him out.
Yeah, you had to pick that in a hurry, David.
Play goes from 6-3.
So, good inning for St. John, David. Picked up the 2 runs they needed, now leading 5-3.
Summary was, what do we got here, Howie, for the summary?
2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. That sounds just about exactly right.
2 runs.
Bottom of the 5th for St. John. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 nothing error, 1 man left on base. Score after 5 innings of play. St. John Alpines 5, Moncton Mudcats 3.
This is TVNB, the New Brunswick channel.
TVNB hits home with Sports Monday, bringing you all the highlights and scores from the best the province has to offer. Mondays at 8, only on Channel 10, TVNB, the New Brunswick channel.
Okay, we have a 5-3 lead here as we go into the top of the 6th for the Alpine.
Scott Martin still on the mound, David. How many strikeouts now? 8, 9?
Oh, we'll take a look here.
Sorry to keep asking it, David.
2,
The
3,
first baseman,
4,
number
5,
7,
6,
Rob
7, 8, 9,
Livingston.
10.
10 strikeouts. Wow.
Rob Livingston's going to lead off here for the Moncton team here in the top of the 6th, with the Alpines getting 2 runs to go ahead, 5-3, in their home half of the 5th inning. We'll see what Moncton can do in their 6th. There's a pitch inside. High. Rob Livingston leading off here.
Well, Scott Martin has the lead. It's his game to win, David.
Here's the pitch. Down low. Here's McGee. Yes, McGee is
very deliberate in the mound, David. Sometimes he looks like he's kind of ran out of gas, and he comes back with a high fastball.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. No, foul tip.
Yeah, McGee's got his long toss in. Now he's throwing hard down the bullpen. So he's ready to come in, I think.
Okay.
I think Coach Kidd would probably like to see Scotty get through this inning if he could.
Here's the windup and the pitch. There's a foul ball again. So
Foul ball, another
2 balls and 2 strikes. To the first baseman, Rob Livingston.
$10 lost. The ball gone. Those scooters, if Mr. Hunter paid the scooters a little bit more money, he might retrieve some of those, David.
Well, there. 2-2 pitch coming up by left-hander Scott Martin. He swings out of the windup, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went after the high, hard one. Another strikeout for Martin.
Nice job, David. He just tied the hitter up real bad.
Tommy O'Reilly.
That's a tough pitch to hit high and in tight like that.
Here comes the veteran Tommy O'Reilly. Tommy has struck out and walked in tonight so far. He's up for his 3rd time.
Surprised some of the Moncton hitters, David, especially left-handers, haven't tried to bunt a bit to get on base. Scott Crawford plays fairly deep at first, and the way Martin's coming in with the curveball, I would thought they would have tried to put the odd drag bunt down, but especially with the left-hander pitching versus the left-handed hitter.
Okay, here's the windup and the pitch by Martin. Fouled away. Trying to keep ahead of the hitters. Strike 1.
Yeah,
Tommy O'Reilly.
This is just a great debut, David, for young Scott Martin. Again, pitching the New Brunswick Summer Games team last year, and was a fairly dominant pitcher in the junior league, but I don't even think Coach Kidd would have predicted 10, 12 strikeouts out of him the first night out.
Here's the windup and the pitch. All the way, so he's ahead of O'Reilly. 2 strikes, lots of foul balls tonight.
Bankrupt the Alpines. They keep fouling those balls off, David.
Well, hopefully we got a few scooters to round up the balls.
Yep.
Dusk is setting in here, 9 o'clock at night. Still a nice night here. No bugs so far, Peter.
No bugs, David. We could have wore the short pants.
Here's the pitch. Fouled away, up into the netting. Keeps ahead with 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. St. John Alpines 5, the Moncton Mudcats 3. It's Moncton bat here in the 6th with 1 out.
Good ball game, David, for the fans. Opening night, you know, this is good baseball for May. And both pitchers have done nice work. Boudelier's, you know, has been touched up a bit, but he's thrown the ball well.
Okay, 2-strike pitch coming up to Tommy O'Reilly, number 21, and he's playing right field tonight. Here's the wind up and the pitch by Martin. Swing and a line drive. That's up the gap. Going over. Catwell with a nice running catch. Come out of nowhere.
Great catch, David.
Alan Catwell. Nice running catch to Rob O'Reilly on the hit. There's your good speed.
Super catch, David, by young Catwell. That ball sliced off the bat. Very tough play.
Great play by Alan Catwell.
Now batting number 32,
Scott McWilliam.
Scott McWilliam.
Scott McWilliam is coming in to hit for Peterson, eh? Scott McWilliam?
Yep.
Okay, we have a pinch hitter, number 32, Scott McWilliam.
Again, right-handed stick. Good move by the Moncton coach. Get those right-handers in. He played last year. He's a you know kind of a utility ball player. Doesn't hurt you know the Moncton team at all.
Okay. Here's the windup and the pitch. Strike on the fastball. Scott is trying to keep ahead of the hitters.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of that. And interesting, David. Here we are in the 6th inning. He's throwing just as hard as he was in the 1st inning. He's got lots of gas left.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Third ball down the dirt.
Can't say enough about that catch by Canwell, David. I know we misplayed the one in the last inning, but that catch sure made up for it. That was a dandy.
Got an excellent jump.
A great jump.
He came in on that one. The last time the ball seemed to.
Yeah, sometimes those ones hit right at you that are the worst ones. you may not pick them up right away.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2 balls and 1 strike to McWilliams. Pinch hitting for Dale Peterson. Scott McWilliams.
McWilliams doesn't have home run power, so I think Scott Martin could, just get around the plate. He's not going to take him out.
Here's the windup in the pitch. Line drive right to the second baseman, Greg Arnold. He jammed him a little bit, but he lined it to Greg Arnold, so quickly 3 out here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. David, nice inning for Scott Martin again.
From Moncton, top of the 6th, they had no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. The score after 5.5 innings of play, St. John Alpines 5, Moncton Mudcats 3.
Boudelaire is going to stay out there.
Yep.
Number 13 coming in to catch, and he'll bat where? In the Peterson spot?
Hickok's going to catch, David.
Hickok's catching, okay.
Yeah.
And who's going to short? See, McWilliams goes out. Number 2.
Godden.
Godden moving over.
Yeah, he's going from second base to short. So it must
And-
be a new second baseman, which is probably McWilliams. No, it's Mark.
Number 42.
Mark Grenier.
Grenier's going to second
Second
base.
base.
So he'll bat in McWilliams' place? Grenier? He'll bat number 6? McWilliams is out.
Who'd McWilliams hit for?
Dale Peterson.
Yeah, he'll bat in the Peterson spot.
And what is his name again?
Mark Grenier, it looks like. Yeah. Number 42. Is he on that Caracat program, Howie? Grenier?
Leading off for the Alpines, number 19, Mike King.
And Mike King's had a great game. He had 3 hits,
Now catching
2 RBIs, 2 singles, and a triple.
Yeah, he's had a great night, David.
Hickok,
Again,
by shortstop, number 2,
Mike King, David, has had a tryout at the Husson College in Bangor under the direction of Coach John Winkin. Again, those gentlemen have seen Mike for the past 2 years through the American Collegiate Baseball Academy, which, again, I'll put a little plug in. They're running that program again, and it's wide open for kids for 5 days between the ages of 8 and 18. And Mike's been at the school for 2 or 3 years, and people at Husson really impressed with Mike King. And so we wish him the best if he can get down to Bangor to play some college baseball.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Be wonderful.
Well, he's certainly having a great night tonight with 3 hits, 2 RBIs, one of the hits being a triple. Here's the windup and the pitch by Boudelaire. Curveball down low.
Mike, is David, we have to abandon the press box here. We've got a bumblebee that weighs about 10 pounds in here.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. We've been invaded by a giant bumblebee.
The thing was as big as a horse,
And
David.
Peter got rid of it. Okay.
Back
1
to
ball, 1 strike on Mike King.
Good leadoff hitter, David, takes pitches, and that's what Coach Kidd wants of Mike King, and that's what he's done. He's taken pitches and got pitches he can drive.
Here's the pitch. Nope, outside.
Nice idea. Third baseman was flat-footed. King puts that bunt down to third base. He has another base hit.
Boy, it's dull. Those lights need to be, some of them need to be replaced, Peter. It's quite dull there in right field.
Well, the junior team were saying last night there's 7 lights out, so that's
Swing and a miss on the changeup. Good pitch by Boudelaire.
yeah. I think David, when the sun gets down, you can really notice the gap in the lights, especially down the lines, which may be somewhat dangerous for some of the players.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Oh, he fooled him on the changeup and it was outside. Mike going after a bad pitch there, but he's done his job tonight.
number 52, Nick Power.
It's only the 2nd strikeout for Boudelaire tonight.
Yeah.
But King certainly did his job. Now we'll see if Nick Power can do anything here.
Wouldn't be surprised, David, if Nick tried to put the bunt down. Third baseman, again, is real deep. Doesn't look like he's that quick. And as we've seen, both Adam and Nick Power can really fly.
There's a curveball hanging inside.
Boulevar's done a nice job. That was a nice sequence of pitching. He threw at King, gave him the off speed, then it came fastball, got him on the off speed pitch.
Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball down the short. Shortstop up, guns it over, and he's out. So that play goes from 6-3.
Kevin Martin.
Here's Kevin Martin now. He's flied out, grounded out, and singled, and scored a run. And has a stolen base and scored and advanced on the bases in 2 wild pitches.
Yeah, his run was a big run, David. That was the fourth run, the go-ahead run. Stole second base, which was somewhat unique for Kevin, but good timing on stealing that base.
Right on. Kevin off to a good start here. 2 hits in the first game, 2 long home runs, and he's got a single here tonight. Here's the pitch. Hanging curve outside. Poudleur pitching very cautiously to the hard-hitting Kevin Martin.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to give him too many fastballs that Kevin can turn on. Kevin, again, has quick hands and a real nice compact swing.
Here's the windup in the pitch. Ball 2. Outside pitch.
Poudleur looks like he's starting to tire a little bit, David. The legs look a little fatigued, and then the pitches will start to rise as his shoulders lift. And
here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball in there, strike 1 call. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Kevin didn't agree with that call. Looked a little high from here, but
here's the 2-1 pitch to Martin. Outside, a change-up. Poudleur just seems to be running out of gas here.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of off-speed stuff. And they had the same gentleman's down there warming up. He must be warm by now. He's been warmed up for half an hour.
And it's inside. Oh, it's a curveball in there. Must have picked up the inside corner.
Must have, David.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Didn't look like much of a pitch, did it?
No, it didn't. Here's the 3-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. And it's ripped in the right field. A hard ground ball. Another hit for Martin. He's got 2 dingers tonight. 2 solid singles.
2 solid singles, David. The ball hit hard.
Number 6, Colin Green.
Well, Colin's certainly overdue. He's done nothing so far tonight. Reached in there, struck out, and 5 to left.
Yeah, Collins do. Yeah. Maybe those socks, David. They need to pull those socks
we'll
down
have
a
to see
bit.
what takes place here.
Yeah.
We got 2 out now. Poudleur remains. You say there was someone warming up, Kevin?
Yeah, David. I'm not sure if it's the same gentleman who's been down there, but they've had someone warm for a while.
Okay.
As I always said, he's got 20 players, so
right.
you could afford to put probably 4 or 5 pitchers in.
Here's the windup and pitch. Curveball got away. Here goes Kevin, another going in. I'd say, is that a pass ball or a wild pitch?
I'd say it's a wild pitch, David.
Okay.
Difficult to handle. And there's an RBI opportunity for Colin. That would be nice to catch that
6 run in?
Run in, yeah. Yeah, it would be. Especially with 2 out. That really demoralizes the other club.
Poudleur has had the catchers working hard with a lot of pitches in the dirt tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball foul.
Colin's timing just seems to be a little off, David. Not getting that.
Not getting good wood on the ball.
He's not getting the bad head Labatt out in front like he can. Again, strong hands.
What's the count here? 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Boy, she's hard to see out there right now with the dust coming here tonight. The change over.
Right field is very, very difficult to see, David, in that corner.
It looks very dark out there.
Yeah. I'll have to put a plug into our folks at the City Recreation to get the boom truck over here and put some light bulbs in here.
Well. And he was fooled in that pitch.
Big
Good
breaking
pitch.
curveball, yeah.
So, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that electronic scoreboard would be nice right about now.
Yes. Hopefully we're going to see one of them
Hopefully.
someday.
Yeah, soon.
We'll see.
We
It's going to be a
hope.
breaking pitch here, I think. Nope, he stepped off.
Stepped off.
Looks like Hickok was moving outside. So, 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up. Here's the windup and the pitch. Down low.
Now,
2 balls and 2 strikes.
He hasn't thrown Colin anything to hit, which is wise. I mean, first base is open. I'd give it to Colin. I'd take the bat right out of his hands and try to pitch to McClellan, but hasn't thrown him a fastball yet, which is very wise.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Ring. Swing and a miss on a curveball. So Colin goes down swinging 0 for 4 night for the number 4 hitter. So he's not had a good night.
No, he
failed out in that one.
Really kept Colin off balance with the off-speed pitches, and again, Colin's reputation in the league is a great fastball hitter. So if you're pitcher and catcher, the logical sequence of pitching is off-speed, and more off-speed, David.
So Colin getting off to a slow start here. He had 0 for 4 tonight and 1 for 4 in Fredericton, but he is a slow starter, but he'll come around.
Yeah,
a matter of time.
Warmer weather, David. Colin's a good warm weather hitter, and he'll pick it up. But the Alpines do need Colin's bat, no doubt about it. I mean, a young team and the number 4 hitter has to drive in runs and put the ball in play.
Right on. So Martin is still in there. Who's this catcher, number 52? that?
The warm-up catcher. That might be McGee. James McGee, maybe warming.
Oh, that's a young. What's his name?
Donnie McMillan.
One of the powers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, power. No, he's going back at the left field. Yeah.
Okay.
Warms up the pitch and then goes out to left field. So Martin stays. He coached Kid again. A lot of confidence in the rookie. Let him go the whole distance. He must feel good. Again, he's still throwing hard.
Right.
What do we got for the Moncton lineup, David? In the middle.
Well, we got coming up.
Number 4, Philip Hobie.
Now they got
Hobie,
the bottom.
Hickok, and
Godden.
Yeah, I don't know if there'll be any changes there, but we're.
Well, I think if the Moncton coach had any right-hand hitters in the lineup, he'd get them in there tonight. Get them in there now, but no, he's sticking with Philippe or Philip Ballbay.
Yes, he is. He's he's a left-hander, and
What's he done tonight,
he
David?
has struck out, singled, and he's up for his third time.
Okay.
There's the windup. Fly ball hit in the left center. That could be trouble. I think getting under it though, and he drops the ball, and he's going to go in for a stand-up double. That ball was in the gap. I thought the left fielder had a better shot at it, but Cantwell come over, and that ball fell between them. He gave a nice chance. He dove for the ball, but it got behind him, and Obi has his second hit of the game, a double.
Looked like some possible miscommunication there, David. I know Power had to come a long way, but I agree with you. I think Power had a better shot at it than Cantwell. Well, again, this is only their second game as an outfield, and it's going to take them time to communicate. And big break for Moncton, though.
Yes. Now Greg Hickok, he's walked and singled. And scored a run. Obi's also scored a run. There's a nice breaking pitch. Strike one call.
Yeah, he's really starting those left-handers off that breaking pitch. Really sets up the fastball. He's got to bear down now, David. Home run, game's tied.
Okay. Very quiet crowd here. Moncton has a minor threat going here with nobody out. Their last at bat here, and Scott steps off the rubber.
Bit of a hush over the crowd, David, after that fly ball, which I don't know. Do you think that should have been caught, David? Or
well, I thought, like you say, the left fielder went over and he seemed to stop.
Yeah, they
Cantwell was coming at full speed.
Yeah, a bit of communication problem.
There's a swing and a miss on the fastball.
He still has lots of velocity on that fastball, David. In the seventh inning, he hasn't lost any miles off that thing.
No balls, 2 strikes on the catcher. Greg Hickok moved into catch last inning after a few changes by the Moncton Mudcats. The coach. Here's the stare in by Scotty Martin. And here's the pitch. Up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's a headless hitter, and that's what he wants to do. Hickok is a good 2-strike hitter, David. Always has been. You know, pesky. Puts the bat in the ball. Doesn't strike out too often.
Here's the pitch. Curve ball hit down to the second baseman. King is up with it. Only play is the first base. The run doesn't mean a thing at third. He had to get the outs.
Yeah, nice play by King, David. Stayed with the ball. Runner, tried to deflect him a bit, which was good on his part, but King stayed with it and made the easy play.
Obi moved over the third in the play, and here's Pat Godden, second baseman. He struck out twice, so he's due. But Scotty's had his number so far.
I don't think is that the first ground ball out, David, of the evening for St. John?
The 3. You're right.
No, I didn't think there were many. So the infielders haven't had a whole lot of work to do. Scotty's either struck them out or they've flied out. But you're right. Good point, Dave. That run doesn't mean a thing for St. John.
Swing and pop, fouled up in the netting. Scotty's trying to get ahead of the hitters.
Again, he's done a nice job of getting ahead. Colin ring out to talk with him. Must have saw something in the delivery or the pitch sequence with this hitter. This is Godden. Again, Moncton with a lot of left-handed hitters.
Yeah.
And again, St. John with 2 good left-handed pitchers, McGee and Martin. So that bodes well for St. John versus Moncton, I think.
They seem to have a lot of left-handed batters early in the season. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Got him inside. 2 strikes. He's ahead of Godden. 1 out, 1 on here. Top of the 7th. Last track for the Moncton Mudcats. St. John leading 6-3. Sorry, 5-3. Here's the windup in the pit. Strike 3, call a fastball. He's got him 3 times.
Nice pitch, David.
Number 30,
Well, here's the home run threat, Dave, and this is where you want him with the home run threat coming to plate. With the home run ties the ball game.
That's right. 11 strikeouts so far for Scott Martin.
Very, very impressive.
Tough hitter up now.
Yeah.
He hit a home run, a booming drive to lead off this ball game back in the first inning. Beautiful curveball,
Nice
sharp breaking
ball.
slider.
Yeah, he took something
That
off
really
that.
had a sharp break on it.
Nice pitch, David.
Strike one to get ahead of Dave DeAtter.
Good confrontation here, David, pitcher hitter.
Here's the lineup in the pitch. Swing, and he was going for the long one, Peter. He had the home run swing there.
Yeah, the problem with that swing, Dave, with the pitcher throwing this hard, is if you miss it real big time. DeAtter doesn't have a compact swing, so he's going to have trouble with Scott Martin.
Right. 2 strike pitch come up DeAtter. Here it is. Oh, and he fouled it way down the left field line, way out of play.
Yeah, really late on that, but Martin really had the gas on that one, David. You could hear him almost grunt from down here.
Yeah.
He really wants to finish this game off with DeAtter. He doesn't want to go into let Moncton 2, 3, 4. He wants to finish it with DeAtter right here and now.
Mm-hmm.
You might see the curveball again, David.
2 strike pitch coming up to the leadoff hitter, Dave DeAtter. Here it is. Swing and a miss! He struck him out on the smoke. Big strikeout.
Great pitching performance, David, by rookie Scott Martin. Struck out 12 as the final.
12 Ks.
12 Ks in 7 innings. That's a nice performance. Put that arm on ice and save it for another week, David.
On 1 hit, draw play here, 1 man left on base. Here's the final line score.
Here it is.
For the Alpines, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors, 7 men left on base. For Moncton, we have 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 3 men left on base.
Okay. Well, that's a good summary, Howie. Thank you for your input there tonight. Peter, your summary, 5-3 victory, win number 2 for the Alpines, getting off to a good start.
Good start, yep.
And I guess the first star, I would say, would have to be Mike King tonight, or Scotty Martin. It's your choice, Peter.
I would say, hands down, David Scotty Martin.
Okay.
Rookie performer, 12 strikeouts. Mike King, again, had 3 hits. Great job. I think St. John left too many men on base, left 7 on base. Some of their big guys didn't come through tonight, but again, the powers, good speed, good pitching, good call ball game by Colin Ring. Did a nice job in and out with Scotty Martin. I think that bodes well for Colin. Scotty Martin listened very well to Colin tonight. Obviously, kept the ball down low. Moncton again. Their franchise was in some trouble a few weeks ago. Didn't know if they're going to operate. Come into St. John, put on a nice show.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Boudelier, again, good experienced pitcher. Did a nice job. I think Scotty Martin just overmatched his left-handed pitching against the left-handed Moncton hitters. I think he probably struck out 9 or 10 left-handed sticks. So Scott Martin, very, very impressive debut performance, David.
Okay, thank you, Peter, for your good analyzing tonight. Want to thank TV New Brunswick. We're going to try to round up Mike King. If you'd go down and get Mike and Scott Martin for some quick interviews before we pack it in here tonight. An excellent job done by TV New Brunswick under the direction of Don Ferguson and his crew. We want to thank all the cameramen tonight and the audio. An excellent job. A quick ball game here from Memorial again. The final score, the St. John Alpines 5, the Moncton Mudcats 3. And we'll be back with some interviews. Thank you.
Explore new places and rediscover the people and stories that keep us unique on Atlantic Images. Saturdays at 9:30 on Channel 10, TVNB, your window on New Brunswick.
This is TVNB, the New Brunswick channel, owned and operated by Fundy Communications.
Okay, back here at Memorial Field, a big victory for the second win of the year for the Alpines, a 5-3 victory. On my left, Scott Martin, who was the winning pitcher, had 12 strikeouts. And Scott, how'd you feel for your first senior win in the New Brunswick Senior Baseball League?
Oh, it felt great. All the confidence up there, especially with this defense and the offense behind me. I mean, no trouble up there whatsoever. Just throw the ball in, and I know the boys will do what they can with the ball.
Scott, even that Dave DeAtter led off with a 360-foot home run off you. He hit a curveball, I believe. Didn't seem to arouse you or get you upset any?
Oh, not at all. I knew that, early in the game I couldn't really place the curveball, so I just laid out the curveball every time we get up and gave him the heat.
And, of course, Mike King had a great game, had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a triple, 2 singles. Mike, you felt comfortable about it? You hit the ball well tonight.
Yeah, I was seeing the ball, and we came through when we did.
Yeah, Mike, what did you hit in that triple? What kind of pitch was it? Can you remember?
Outside fastball.
Right. And you hit 2 singles sharply back through the middle and 1 in the left field.
Yeah, I had it come through when I did, and that's where Skiddy wants me to do.
You're doing the job at short there, Mike. You enjoy it, eh?
Yeah. Oh, it's short. I like short. It's my position, so I like to take care of it.
Good. Okay, you're off to a good start, Scott. 2 wins, no losses, and you got some games coming up next week. So the team played well behind you. I think you only gave up maybe 1 or 2 ground balls. You had a lot of strikeouts, 12 Ks, and a few fly balls, and didn't have many walks.
Oh, great. I felt good out there, and I just know that the good defense behind me, so no trouble for the rest of the year, hopefully.
Okay, Scott, good job, good victory, a number 2 win, going 7 strong innings. Scott with 12 strikeouts did an outstanding job on the mound. Mike King, the offensive star tonight. Thank you, gentlemen, for a good game tonight on both efforts, and we'll see you again later on next week in Moncton. Thank you very much. Here comes Mike to join us. Mike, number 2 win tonight, 5-3. Scotty got off to a shaky start there with that home run by Dave DeAtter, but didn't seem to arouse him any.
No, I thought he pitched an outstanding game. You know, his velocity was excellent. Really, in all honesty, we didn't expect him to go that far, but he seemed to be, you know, he felt really good. We had a pitch count. He was only up around 90 pitches. He was under 100, so he felt good, so we let him go the way. Got into a little trouble the odd time, but really, you know, the trouble he got in was avoidable. We had a play that he didn't cover first base, and another one went back to the box that we could have got 2. They ended up with man on first and second, and was a ball went over an outfielder's head that we probably should have had. So really, in all honesty, I'm certainly not taking anything away from them, but he pitched well enough to win that game, you know, 5-1 or 5-2.
Mike King had a good game. Mike had that big triple and 3 RBIs and 3 hits and playing well at short.
Yes, he's really turning into an excellent leadoff hitter. He knows what to do in certain situations. He knows if he's leading off a game or leading off an inning, his job is to get on base. He's taking pitches. On the other hand, if he comes up with 2 out and runners in scoring position, he drilled the first pitch, cleaned the bases, and you know he's really turning in. He's always been an excellent athlete, an excellent ball player, but he's really starting to really get a hold of the mental aspect of the game. He really knows his job.
Mike, your team has really gone well. Colin Ring's off a little shaky start. Started off slow last year, but do you expect he'll come around?
I do. I don't think he's getting very many pitches, and right now I think he's a little over anxious. I think like anybody else the first year, he wants to hit the ball and hit it hard, and he seems to be. The patience seems to be somewhat limited there. He's letting some good pitches go by, and he's swinging at some bad ones. But that's just the way it is, and there's no question in my mind he'll come around, and we need him. If we're going to have any success at all, we have to have a big year out of him.
Okay, Mike, you certainly are pleased with your pitching staff. You're doing well with that rotation, and what's your plans for pitching in the first of the week?
Well, Timmy Moore is away, and he's back on Sunday. He'll be away for 10 days at that period of time. We may look at him Monday night in Moncton. However, we may go with Jay McGee as well. So, I mean, I haven't made any definite decision there. I'll probably talk to Timmy when he comes back on Sunday. You know, he was the #1 pitcher in the league last year, and we've already played 2 games, and he hasn't seen, well, he's only seen 1 inning. So I suspect that it's either going to be him or McGee. And the way their pitching staff's been, we've been so successful in the first 2 games, I don't want to haunt us or anything, but we have Kevin Martin. We haven't even had a chance to give him an inning yet. So, I mean, next week is a couple of games during the week, and then we have 2 in the weekend. So I expect, you know, Scotty Martin probably won't see the mound again until next Saturday.
Like, nice to have lots of arms, Mike.
Yeah, Scott Martin was a tremendous addition. Last year we went with basically the 3 of them all year, and I know that toward the end we really got tired out. And we had Jay McGee pitching probably on every 3rd or 4th day for a while, and I think, you know, Scotty was right on his game today. And as I said earlier, you know, he's only going to get better. And the weather gets warmer, he gets more comfortable. You know, he's an excellent pitcher. He's a tremendous addition to our team.
Head coach Mike Skid. Mike, thank you very much. You're off to a good start. 2 wins, no loss. For TV New Brunswick, I want to thank for a good effort here by the broadcasting crew. Dave Ring signing off from Memorial Field. Thank you very much.